What's the booing for?
I know. I just thought it'd be funny. What's up, everybody? I was racing. I like the new
I was too. Yeah. I had time to go take a piss. Luckily, my bubble gut is gone. So.
I like the 7-minute countdown because it is feasible, but I had to kind of get the dinner ready for my wife to cook because she's not a cooker. I'm like, here, I got everything ready for you. You just have to heat it up, and then I had to take a quick micro poop.
Oh, okay.
It was one of those like rabbit turds, but it was bothering me. I could feel it in there.
Did you make her a microwave dinner or what?
No, something she can warm up. I made earlier, so I have to prep all this shit. I'm in charge of dinner for the week. I have to plan out the meals and do all that stuff. I make the lunch. I make her lunch for work, and now I'm making the baby food to take to school and eat. I do all of it. I'm fucking Mr. Mom, full-time job. I do it all.
So right. She just doesn't eat baby food, your daughter?
No, we're
our baby food.
Nope. We're getting her. We're getting her into real food.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess she is about that age.
I mean, she skipped baby food. She didn't even do the baby food. Like she went straight. Like once she was like 5 or 6 months or whatever it hit, we started giving her steak, and I've given her fish. I made salmon for her, like experimenting with different stuff and trying to figure out the allergens if there's any and all that good stuff.
Sure.
And she likes all that stuff. Anyway, so that's my thing. I'm busy all day long. So I'm booked. This whole schedule all day is booked. And it's the thing. Anyway, so I almost had time to do everything. The last thing I didn't have, I got back to my seat and I realized I have this really nifty footstool. It's not a stool, it's like a cushy footstool that feels good on my feet, ergonomic.
Sure.
And I mean, it's like $30. I guess I could buy 2, but I'm too cheap. I keep it in my office throughout the work week.
Okay.
And then on the weekends, I take it in here. I'm like, and I use it in here. And I forgot to go grab it. I got down here and it said 10 seconds left. I'm like, and but had I known, I forgot that the 10 seconds is actually just like 20 seconds. I could have probably got it because there's that little revival house. Yeah, hell for horror. I'm like, damn it, that bought me more time.
Yeah, it doesn't say that, but yeah, okay, go ahead.
Well, what's up, everybody? Yeah, so we're gonna kind of take a minute, obviously, to get some folks in here. We're gonna be doing The Exorcist tonight. I'm quite excited about it.
Theatrical version, by the way, if anybody.
Yeah, I felt like that was the best way to do it. There is one thing I wanted to talk about. Would you mind if I go grab my thing in the next room? I'm just gonna grab it real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I want to talk about some arrow drops before we get into The Exorcist. Big time, but I'll be right back.
I need to pull those up because I actually don't know.
Yeah, well, coming out. You know what? Here, let me. I'll share my screen for that if you don't mind.
Yeah, do it.
I'll do that, but I'll be right back in literally 2 seconds.
I hope everybody's doing great tonight. For me, it was a busy week. It's good to be back on. Today, I spent my whole day doing taxes. So it was a long day, long tiring, having to deal with all that. It takes like 5 to 6 hours, but I'm too damn cheap to actually take them to somebody and have them do them for me. So I'm glad I got that done. I always wait till the last minute to do that, but yeah, it's a weight lifted off my shoulders, but that's the excitement for me today. But weekend, my taxes today.
Oh, I was like, that HIV test came back negative. You're like, weight off my shoulders. That's all I heard when I got back. It's like, God, it was sweating bullets.
Oh, no. that's been positive for about 20 years since you gave it to me, dude.
Oh, you're like Magic Johnson, dude. Not our. We got Lions with tiger blood, fucking winning DNA. We eliminate that shit, which is ironic because the guy that penned tiger blood DNA didn't.
No.
Anyway. Yeah, taxes, dude. I gotta do this this weekend. Hey, really quick before I get into the arrow stuff, I wanted to show you guys. I got something neat. Wait, Aaron's about to start some new metal talk.
Not new metal, but I am jealous because I'm dead broke. But he got something that I definitely want to get.
It's not new metal, which, by the way, I'm starting to become known as like the new metal guy, dude. I don't even listen to. I don't even fucking listen to new metal. Deftones is an exception. I listen to old Deftones. Todd's the Limp Bizkit guy. The fuck you guys talking about?
He needs to buy him a Limp Bizkit shirt or a Creed shirt or a Stain.
Weird.
break the cycle.
Metallica probably no. This next thing is anything but new metal, you guys. It is the Heaven and Hell box set, dude.
Yeah, it's
so
beautiful.
This is if you guys don't know, Black Sabbath, after Ozzy Osbourne, they hired Dio to sing for him, and they released a couple of seminal records. The Heaven and Hell record, Mob Rules,
phenomenal record,
and then they got back together with them at the turn of the 90s and released Dehumanizer. Anyway, and then they ended up reuniting briefly with Ozzy, and they had that like reunion album in like 98, and they did a few Ozfests with him and stuff like that. Anyway, they kind of in the early mid 2000s, they decided to have their cake and eat it too. And where it's like, well, we can still on occasion do these Ozfests and do shows with Ozzy, like, him and Tony Iommi kind of work, they did a legal thing, and they pretty much agreed, all right, Black Sabbath is us. It's this original 4 guys. This is the only thing that can be called Black Sabbath. But they wanted to get back together with Dio, but they couldn't call it Black Sabbath anymore because of brand confusion, and they were still doing stuff technically over there. So they just formed under the moniker Heaven and Hell, and they released The Devil You Know, which admittedly I never cared for the album. It just didn't have the same magic as those early Dio albums. It's like I like those old Dio records because they were upbeat, they were quick, they were more melodic than like the Ozzy Sabbath, and this is kind of like modern doom sludgy Iommi, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's the songs that the songs never really clicked. I don't know why. But anyway, it's been impossible to get a pressing of this. So they put it in this along with the couple of live albums they put out. Like they came out with a couple of live DVDs, like Radio City Music Hall. And there's one other one. I can't think of it. It's on the back here. Let me see. Anyway, they kind of converted those to vinyl for the first time. They're not video. So this one's got The Devil You Know, and it includes 3 bonus tracks. Those 3 bonus tracks, technically before this happened, they put out a Black Sabbath, Best of Black Sabbath, the Dio years. You remember that came out on CD back in the day?
I don't.
And they recorded 3 new tracks with Dio for this collection, and it was still under Black Sabbath. And then they turned into Heaven and Hell. It was almost like a segue into that.
Gotcha.
And for the first time ever, they included those 3 bonus tracks on vinyl with the Devil You Know record, which is great because that's kind of where they belong. And so they took the live from Radio City Music Hall, and they put that on vinyl for the first time, and they put Neon Night 30 Years of Heaven and Hell live at Wacken. They put that on vinyl. So those were their 2 live Blu-rays.
Okay.
So I'm stoked. And of course, just like all the Black Sabbath box sets, posters, giant art books, all kinds of shit. It's pretty much just like the other ones where it's just decked out. The only thing that annoys me about stuff like this is how do you categorize it? Because it's Heaven and Hell. Part of me wants to throw it with Black Sabbath, right? But the OCD in me can't because it's H. It's technically a different band, technically, even though the 3 bonus tracks in here were released under the Black Sabbath name, not Heaven and Hell.
World problems there, Aaron.
But it's very confusing. So I want this to look all sick next to all my Sabbath box sets, but it's not Sabbath. So what do I do? So I'm very excited about it.
Over it.
Oh, I'm gonna lose a lot of sleep over it, but I'm excited about it, guys. It is fucking sweet. Of course, you would appreciate it, Satan. I knew you would. I need to get some Meatloaf vinyls. I've got a lot of the Meatloaf records. Yeah. I don't have there's a couple I don't have. Bad Out of Hell 3 is pretty much, it's not on streamers, and you can't find the physical. You could buy the CD, but who wants that anymore?
There Goes the Neighborhood. Was that like 95?
That one, yeah. There Goes the Neighborhood. I don't have that one.
Yeah. I don't know if that was ever pressed on vinyl. Was it?
That would have been the era where they weren't pressing anything on vinyl.
Yeah, height of CD.
So it's possible that never got a pressing. I'm not sure, but I know that one's not easy to come by. You can't find it, so maybe it never got pressed. But the Bad Out of Hell 3 did get a pressing, but it's like fucking $300 if you want to go on Discogs. So anyway, I just wanted to show that off, guys. Very happy about that. All right. So what I wanted to talk about before we get into The Exorcist, which we are doing tonight, I want to talk about, we have today there was some Arrow video news, and they released a slew of new titles that are coming and that are I think all available for pre-order now. But in particular, there's one that I want to talk about. But I'm going to kind of share my screen, guys.
Yeah, let's share it. I don't know. I only know one title.
And we're gonna and I wasn't even gonna talk about all of them, just a few of them, but that's okay. I'll see what I got here. Let's see. Oh fuck, hold on, guys. I think I have to do Chrome tab. Okay, here we go. Am I sharing it or not?
Yeah, you're sharing it.
God, dude, that's fucked. I don't want to see this. I want to see me. Okay, so what are you guys looking at? You guys looking at this rundown?
Yeah, let's see it.
All right, so here's all the pre-orders that Arrow has announced. They announced this one a couple days ago. I don't care about Stranger Things.
Oh God, no.
But this is a good business move for them.
I mean, yeah, it's smart. I mean, there's a lot of fans for it. So
the collectors are going to eat this up. I don't give a shit about it, but it's I can't look how robust that is though. If you're a collector and you actually like this, I mean, good for you, because they're gonna sell like hotcakes, I think. But here's what they announced. I don't know anything about Wake and Fright personally. Let's see.
It looks right. I've heard of that. Who's in that?
Donald Pleasance, Gary Bond, Chips Rafferty, and Sylvia Kay. So Pleasance, there he is, acting like a madman right there.
Oh.
And we got this
on
guy
the watch list.
We got this guy that looks like not Robert Redford there. I don't really.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've never seen this, and looks like it's on both 4K and Blu-ray, which is good. This is another big one. This one's pretty cool. I have to admit, I'm a casual Jackie Chan fan. Like, I don't think I'm big enough Jackie Chan fan where I'd want to buy this set, but there's some bangers in here, and it is pretty sick. I know he's got a lot of fans. There's an Arrow exclusive too that's like blue, which if I was gonna get one, I'd probably get the blue. I don't know why. I think it looks sick. And that's I believe that's a still from Literally Rumble in the Bronx, which this includes. And I grew up with Rumble in the Bronx, and in fact, it used to be on the trailer. It was New Line Cinema. They put it out over here in the West, and that trailer before the Mortal Kombat on VHS.
Yeah, I remember renting that from Blockbuster a couple times.
They had that trailer on the Mortal Kombat VHS, which I wore out, obviously, so I saw it all the time. And it even had the George S. Clinton music from Mortal Kombat in the trailer. You know, his soul is mine. No, when he's taking Art's soul. It was playing that in the trailer, and it obviously ended with, "Are you okay?" No. I love Rumble in the Bronx. I think it's great. So I think it's an awesome set for you Jackie Chan fans out there. And who knows, man, that's pretty fucking pricey. If this
expensive, dude. If
this thing got like slashed, like I'm talking hardcore, it might be tempted to buy. It might be tempted to buy if it goes a little under 100, to be honest with you. But it's pretty sick. And I'm gonna buy this. Audition,
yeah.
Yeah, and you know, there's no rush. I'm not going to pre-order this because it's just a standard skinny limited edition. You know, these things will be floating around forever.
Sure.
And so, but I'm going to get it. I sounded like T when I said, I'm going to get it. I'm going to wait. You know, Amazon will probably be able to score this for a deal.
Barnes and Noble will have it on sale too.
And, you know, I've purchased flicks like this before ahead of time, and I should have waited. So this one I'll wait on, but I'm gonna get it because I love Takashi Miike, man.
Well, usually the foreign titles, I'm sure they don't do it here as well in the States, so you don't really have to worry about it, you know.
These weren't announced. These weren't announced today, but I did want to mention that I will be getting the soldiers.
Wait.
What?
Did I just see Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves? That came like 2 years ago. I got that.
Hold on. This wasn't announced today, but I will be getting this.
I like Soldier. Yeah.
I've got a soft spot for Soldier, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, who I also kind of have a soft spot for. And once again, it's a standard skinny LE, so there's really no rush on this.
Fine with me,
but I'm saying, like, there's no rush. I don't have to feel like I have to pre-order this. I'll be able to get this after and just wait for it to sale on Amazon. So that's great. And no, yeah, you were looking at this. Did Robin Hood come out on Arrow?
Yeah. They already were. Is this the US release? I must have got the UK one then.
Yeah. Okay. So that might be the case. Was it a chunky box like this?
Yeah. It's the exact same one.
You must have got the UK one then. Yeah. I still never seen that movie.
Oh, I love it, dude. I grew up with that movie. I watched it a million times. I had the VHS, and I used to fast forward to the end to watch the Bryan Adams music video. And they don't have the Bryan Adams music video in this, which pisses me off, man.
And it's a wasted opportunity.
Yes.
Speaking of wasted opportunities, that brings me to what I really want to talk about. My most anticipated release of the year, finally got announced as a pre-order date, right? So it's coming out June 29th, which isn't too far away. It's 3 months. I can do that. Um, and they went ahead and they went the route of like the kind of like the TMNT box where it's like they just included Annihilation in there too. Now, kind of like TMNT, it's like I just wanted the first one if I'm being honest. I mean, if they're going to bundle the rest in there, great, but
are they going to come out with a standalone first one? Because I'll just wait and buy that.
They never did for TMNT, man.
Oh, they didn't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
And the thing is the price is right. Like I got mine on Orbit for like 50 after everything, after taxes and everything. So the price is okay. And of course they got reversible artwork, which is great, which is kind of standard. But I actually like the new commissioned artwork. I think it's kind of cool to have. Because I'm just obsessed with Mortal Kombat. So like I even like the Annihilation artwork. That looks pretty sick. It's a shit movie.
Best part of the movie right there.
Look at that awesome like Shao Kahn in the sky there and the purple. It looks sick. I actually prefer this than the original because the original looks just so stupid. The original film cover is iconic.
Oh, absolutely.
And I actually like the new cover for Annihilation better than the new cover for Mortal Kombat 1. That's kind of weird, but I think this is still cool too. I think it's a missed opportunity not to have Shang Tsung up there, and they got Scorpion up here.
Yeah.
Why I don't know. It should be Shang. But anyway, that's all good. Been looking forward to this. And look, it's just like their typical LEs. They're going to come with posters, which is pretty sick. I don't like to part out the sets, meaning I don't really hang up the posters that come with these things. I keep them in, which is kind of probably wasteful on my part. But I'm tempted to hang these up. So that's cool. Looks like it comes with poster variants of both versions of the covers of each one. So there's 4 total. And I don't know what this is, Mortal Kombat Kollection official movie guide. I don't know what the hell. But let's go over the features. I have to say I'm disappointed. I went on record as to talking about like my hopes and dreams for what was going to be included in this set. And I even said that I remember over a year ago, Larry Kasanoff, who still owns the movie rights, and he produced this one under his Threshold Entertainment back in 95, 97. He was creeping in one of the bigger Mortal Kombat fan Instagrams, and he was trolling in the comments asking fans, hey, so let's say we did an anniversary 4K release. What would you guys want to see in it? And of course, everybody in the thread was going fucking nuts because this thing is the fact that we haven't had this on 4K yet. It's crazy. It's almost as silly as how long it took for TMNT to get on 4K. And anyway, that got me excited. It's like, wow, okay. I mean, Larry Kasanoff is just a money hungry bitch, if I'm being frank. But the reason why he ruined a good thing with Annihilation because he just had to pump it out and churn and burn it just to make me some money. And so it got me excited. I'm like, wow, are they really going to fucking deck this thing out? Because, I'm still sitting on the old Blu-ray, which is great. But the stuff that's in the Blu-ray, I've seen a million times over, and we know for a fact, even for both these movies, there's stuff we've never seen. The Blu-ray is actually king, man, because the Blu-ray has the making of featurette. It's got it's got all the stuff that they ported over from the VHS too, and it's got the Journey Begins companion VHS that was sold separately to promote the movie back in the day. That. They included that on the Blu-ray, so it's actually fairly robust. I've just seen all of it, and anyway, I thought it would have been cool to have some new interviews, and like for example, there's that trailer that aired in the 90s that clearly had alternate footage. You can't run from me, Shang. I don't need to run. That's just not in the movie. And Mortal Kombat Annihilation, I mean, speaking of this movie being thrown in here, there's literally a deleted scene that was shown in Europe or maybe Asia and of Quan Chi that was deleted. So there's like a whole different end of the movie where they show Quan Chi like he's pulling the strings of all the fucking abomination shit that goes on in this movie. And he was seen in the Asian marketing and he was there. People saw it. Why didn't they include this? That would have been fucking killer. Anyway, so as you would imagine, they pretty much ported everything over from the Blu-ray, which is yawn, boring. It's kind of expected. But with the exception of they actually didn't include the Journey Begins cartoon.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. Why they wouldn't do that?
So there's a couple of new things. So, but let me kind of go through it all. So brand new 4K restorations of the two films, obviously 4K, Dolby Vision, HDR10 compatible for both. DTS, we got Dolby Atmos, that's great. All that stuff's great. It's expected. All the stuff we talked about in the physical end, the posters and whatnot, reversible covers, fantastic. But here's the new features. 4K restoration. We already did that. Approved by Paul W.S. Anderson. Great. We expect it. Mm-hmm. Okay, we do have a brand new audio commentary from Paul Anderson. That's good. However, it's unacceptable. Look, the guys that were in this movie, particularly Robin Shue and Lyndon Ashby, they are very, very good friends. They're like BFFs with Paul Anderson. They still hang out. They either like live in the same town, or at least fucking Lyndon Ashby still does. They get together. They have gone to conventions together. They've done like screenings of the film and talked about it, like for fans, just for funsies. So why couldn't they get an interview with all of them? I think it's kind of fucking bogus.
They're cheap and they're fucking lazy. That's why.
So like these are people that are more than willing to talk about Mortal Kombat. Like, so here we go. Brand new audio commentary with comic book expert and podcast host Dave Baxter. Who the fuck? I don't want to hear an audio commentary for the last damn time, guys. I don't want to hear audio commentary from supposed experts. And I don't care.
Arrow's been doing that a lot lately, though.
I don't give a fuck.
They did that with the Hellraiser. They did that with what was that new John Carpenter one that came out?
Well, they don't. Instead of getting new ones, they port over old ones and they just give us these. Now, to be fair, we have a new one with Paul Anderson, which is cool. But like, I don't care about these guys. I don't care. You might as well fucking leave it off. And look, we did get a new interview, Cage Match, a newly filmed interview with actor Lyndon Ashby. Okay, that's cool. But I'm gonna go on about this in a second. I'm gonna come back to that. Leveling Up, a newly filmed interview with cinematographer John R. Leonetti. I mean, that's pretty cool. I'll take it. John R. Leonetti also directed MK Annihilation. He got promoted. So yeah, that's fine. As far as cinematography goes, I'm down for any interviews with anybody on the team. That's cool. Quarters to Millions, a newly filmed interview with producer Lawrence Kasanoff. Like I said, that all interests me. He's the producer. He's the guy that bought the rights and saw like how popular the video game was, and he scooped up the rights to make a movie when nobody wanted to. The Heavyweight, a newly filmed interview with designer and suit performer Tom Woodruff. This is the guy behind Goro. This is the guy behind the fucking the Spawn Alien Resurrection. The baby.
Yeah.
This guy's a legend. So I like all this stuff, right? This is. But this shit is like old. The Journey Behind the Scenes featurette. This is literally from the VHS days. This is the featurette. Okay. On-set interview bites and cast direct B-roll. This is from the VHS. Seen it. Trailers. Image gallery? What is this, DVD flapper era? What the fuck is that? You remember back when DVDs first came out and that was like a special feature? Image gallery.
Oh, yeah. You get to see the
screenshots from the movie.
The low pixelated screenshots.
From the movie that you're about to watch.
Yeah.
That you can now like get to any spot you want in the blink of an eye. So stupid. So, like I said, I appreciate that there's new stuff, but I know how Arrow does. It's just like the TMNT set where, look, this interview with Larry Kasanoff, it's going to be 5 minutes. This interview with Leonetti, it's going to be like 5 minutes. Johnny Cage, if they were smart, it'd be long, but it's going to be like 5 minutes.
Well, they didn't get Terry Tagawa before he died.
No, look, it's one thing that, look, you got Lyndon Ashby to do like a sit down for you for 5 minutes. He wasn't free at any point in the last year that you announced this to sit down with his good buddy Paul and do a commentary with him at least. Where's Robin Shue? Robin Shue will do this shit. All they had to do, even if it was like a scheduling thing, they did multiple events all together.
Would have done it too.
They did multiple events this year, like conventions. The people at Arrow could have met them where they were if it was really about that and had them do this. Like, that weekend. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. But there's no Robin Shu, Liu Kang anywhere. And Kerry DeGala passed away recently. I was really keeping my fingers crossed that they got something with him before he died. Nope. Look, is this not? I'm sorry, but is this not fucking lightweight?
Yeah, it's not great, man.
It's not great. And I'm not trying to sound like a whiny baby because I'll just be glad you're getting it, man. I get it. It's on 4K. That's fantastic. I'm really happy to have it on 4K. But just like the movie theaters, let's remind everybody the movie theaters are dying for a reason. If they want people to keep going to the movies and seeing something that's not like tentpole fucking Disney movies, they need to offer something different than what people can get at home. It doesn't necessarily have to be better. They need to offer a different experience. And this is why I like physical media too. I like it for preservation. I get it. I like having the physical copy. So I'm glad I have the film coming, but I want features, So we have to see what separates physical media from streaming besides having something tangible. That's the main thing. But if you want more and more people outside of people like me and Todd to buy physical media, you need to offer them something they can't get with the streamers. And what could you not get on streamers, and what could you not get back in the day on VHS? The special features, right? So that's what made DVD so great, because all of a sudden we had access to commentaries and featurettes. We got to peel back the layers on these films that we love so much, and we got to hear the directors talk about the film while they watched it. And we learned stories what we would have never heard otherwise, because it's like sitting in a room with your friend and stuff just comes up and he's like, oh yeah, I remember this, this guy hurt himself here, and you see him in this scene how he kind of is limping a little bit. That's because he broke his ankle. You know what I mean? That kind of cool stuff.
I am curious to see what because the Mortal Kombat community is huge, like what they're actually saying about this release, if they're excited about it, or if they're bitching about it, or what.
From what I've been reading briefly, people are stroking it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, people are more or less happy. I'm being a little bit of a diva. I just expect more. You know what I mean? Like this movie means a lot to me, and it does mean a lot to a lot of people. And dude, the fact that all you could get was Paul W.S. Anderson to do a commentary, which is great, and a 5-minute sit down with Lyndon Ashby as far as the cast, that's bullshit. Because they're available. Dude, Christopher Lambert, he's alive. We don't know how much longer Christopher Lambert's alive, because that was one of my things. It's like, God, man, we lost Carrie. Hopefully they got something with Carrie before he died. Hopefully they get Christopher Lambert before he dies, because he's old, dude. And, Christopher Lambert's been doing events. And Bridget, I wasn't expecting Sonia. Because
what is she doing?
Well, she's been removed from the scene for years. Ever since she married Pete Sampras, she retired.
Okay.
She retired from acting. She doesn't do any of the conventions that the Mortal Kombat people do, because they'll go out and do these big, more like fan expos. Mm-hmm. And they're not doing little horror cons, but they're doing the big expos. She doesn't do any of that shit. So she honestly kind of seemed, and even I've watched I watched a sit down with Paul Anderson and Robin Shu and in Lyndon Ashby. I'm telling you, those three in particular are really tight. The fact that you couldn't even get Liu Kang and you couldn't even get them together, that, honestly, I would stop complaining if I would have got a commentary with all three of them. I'd be like, all right, I'm good.
Couldn't get Chan,
dude. Yeah, he's a stunt guy. He's a big stunt guy in the industry. He still works in the industry as a stunt guy, and I just don't understand. And it comes down to laziness. It comes down to money. And I you know what? Because Robin Shu would have done it. These guys would have done it. It's just, oh God, we don't want to pay. We don't want to buy a flight and pay a staff guy to go out there and do it.
Because they know the fans are going to buy it regardless.
And it's just unfortunate. You know what? And as much as I will watch this commentary with Paul Anderson, I mean, I want to chew up anything I've not heard with Mortal Kombat. A commentary with multiple people is always better. A commentary with the director and an actor or two is always better than just one guy.
But you really can't be surprised at this point, because we talked about it last week with Alpha. They blew their wad on DVD, and ever since then, they can upgrade to 4K. They know the hardcore collectors are going to buy it, even if it doesn't have the special features. So they don't give a fuck anymore, dude. They're just going to keep pumping this shit out.
I find it hard to believe that Paul Anderson, Lyndon Ashby, and Robin Shue, who's nowhere to be seen, wouldn't have sat down to watch the film for free. They would have. I just know them. I don't know them, but I
Maybe
know
they'd
how
have the schedule. Maybe
but
it was
that
scheduling issues.
but that's why they're cheap. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
you know what? We're all gonna do this fan expo. We're not gonna fly out there. Literally, Paul Anderson lives in LA. You know, they probably had someone in LA. It was probably just, scheduling, but they didn't want to put in the work.
No,
To like, they didn't want to put in the work to fly to wherever Robin Shue was, to get even a separate interview. And dude, Kerry DeGawa lived in Canada. He just lived in Canada, and he would do events and stuff like that. But he was older and living a quieter life. But he would still do. You could still go to him, bro. Yeah. Just buy a fucking ticket.
I would have loved to carry Gawa if he was on there, man.
Just buy a fucking ticket to go to him, sit down, have fucking tea with him, and talk to him. But they were pinching pennies, man. And so anyway, it's a bummer. I'm excited to have it. And what do they have here on Annihilation? I guess I'll bring that up too. Yeah, what's new? All of this shit. Okay. This is the stuff. This movie never had any really special features because it was a piece of shit. But looks like we had, there was like a little brief, like on-set interview, kind of like little featurette, the kind of thing you see like on ET. And a trailer and image gallery. All this stuff is new. Obviously John R. Leonetti approved this scan. There's audio commentary with John R. Leonetti, moderated by a filmmaker. We got Jillian Wallace Horvat. Why did he need a moderator? That's kind of interesting. But I'm honestly kind of interested in that. I want to hear what John R. Leonetti's take on this movie is, right? Because it's such a fucking abomination.
I'll let you take that bullet.
Well, I'm just saying, like, this movie is notorious
for just being
so bad. It's a meme. So I would actually love to hear what his thoughts are, because I've never heard his thoughts on the movie. And he didn't direct again for many years until that first Annabelle movie. Just a couple films. Brand new audio commentary with this fucking guy. He's doing a commentary with this fucking guy again, whoever that is. Queen of the Night, a newly filmed interview with actor Musetta Vander. Is that Sindel? Who the fuck is Musetta Vander?
It's not Katana, is it?
No, that was Talisa Soto. Will you look up Musetta Vander real quick and just tell me who that is?
Yeah.
Let's see. Taiko Orcho, a newly filmed interview with composer George S. Clinton. This is another thing, guys, that drove me crazy about the TMNT set. George S. Clinton did the music for the first Mortal Kombat as well. So why didn't they give us like a separate chat with him here about that? Who is it? Who do they play?
Sindel.
Okay, too bad You Will Die. So that's all we got. We didn't get James Remar. Of course, we didn't get any Liu Kang. It's just or Brian Thompson, Shao Kahn, he would have done it. I just don't get this. The Man of 1,000 Deaths, a newly filmed interview with stunt performer J.J. Perry, who played Cyrax, Scorpion, and Noob Saibot. Anyway, so what kills me is I'm going to watch this little interview. It's going to be like 5 to 10 minutes. And it's George S. Clinton talking about the soundtrack to this film. Now, you would think a smart man, if you've got George S. Clinton in a room for an interview, you're going to ask him questions about both films to edit them separately and include one on this, right? Right? Makes sense. They're not, because they did that with TMNT. TMNT, they talked to Ernie Reyes Jr., right, who played Kino.
Mm-hmm.
Kino was in TMNT 1 as well. Kino played the bodysuit martial arts stunt actor in the Donatello costume.
Okay.
And so they did an interview with him and for the first movie. And he was talking about working on the first movie in the stunt costume and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, okay, well, they got him there. Surely they asked him TMNT 2 questions as well, where he actually had a starring role. And they probably cut that, and that's going to be on the part 2 disc, Secret of the Ooze. I get to Secret of the Ooze, nothing with Ernie Reyes Jr. They had him. It does, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make
a fuck.
It just, and so the first TMNT film was kind of front loaded with most of the features, and then 2 had less and 3 had less, and but like some of these guys are all in the same film. Like, you know, some of the actors are common, some of them change, but they didn't like during their sit downs, they didn't say, hey, we're going to take an extended amount of time and talk about all 3 films. And for some reason they didn't. And so anyway, it grinds my gears. That's it though. I did pre-order it.
See, they know they got you.
No, 100%. You know, I did pre-order the film, and because I love the film, man, and I'm still happy to have it on 4K. It's just lazy. What can I say, right? Anyway, there's that.
Well, that's why Arrow's pumping out a lot of shit, because they know they can get away with doing stuff like that.
It's got a pretty package, and it looks great. It's gonna look good on the shelf, but I feel like that's kind of where they put all their attention. It's like, and I would love to talk to. I would love it. You guys think we could get somebody from Arrow on the show sometime? Somebody in charge with putting that shit together? Because I would love.
I've reached out to Arrow a couple times, and I can't get a hold of anybody.
I would just like to pick their brains and learn about their process, and I would like to ask them, because maybe they have like an excuse. I don't like. Well, you know, Ernie Reyes Kino, he suddenly got diarrhea. We were gonna ask him about TM2, then he got the fucking squirts, and he had to go, and then he had to make his flight. Oops. I want to hear what their excuse is on like why they just don't like get this information. So anyway, all right. So let me say hi to folks real quick. Yeah, and we're gonna start Exorcist. Oh shit. Is Exorcist somewhere I can download? I totally forgot.
Box.
Is it in a linked
in the description?
Yeah, I gotta download it real quick. I totally forgot. So yeah, hopefully you guys have got it downloaded. Let's see here. Just gonna download this real quick. Hold on. Oh, I want to download it. Is it gonna? There we go. All right, so I'm downloading that. It'll take me just a second. Let me say hi to folks in the chat. Hopefully you guys have got the film downloaded and ready to go as well, or you got your VHSs queued up. What's up, Silhouette? Of course. Hello. Racing Genius, the power of unnecessary remakes compels you. Yeah, that's going to be the fun thing, because obviously it's we're making a new one. I don't is it a remake, or is it connected to the original show?
Reboot.
It's a reboot, but are they going to do like the connected reboot, where, because they did that with the Joseph Gordon-Green ones, where they had Reagan in it.
Mm-hmm.
She shows up at the end, because you know it's got Reagan's mom in this one, in a pretty meaty, not this one, in the Joseph Gordon-Green. Was that Believer, Deceiver? I don't remember what.
I never watched the David Gordon-Green ones.
The one that got canceled. It was so bad they fucking scrapped the trilogy. And you know, they brought her mom back, and she had a pretty meaty role. And then the whole film, it's like she's talking about her strained relationship with Reagan. And then she actually shows up at the end. I don't remember if it was like the end scene or if it was like an after credit scene where Reagan's actually, so they connected it. So I don't know if they're going to do that again with this. Maybe they're going to do like a clean sweep, but let's see. Speaking of demons, I saw that new episode of that Amazon show, Invincible, that involved hell. Somehow the writer turned it to a Reddit atheist monologue, and it was the most preachy garbage I had ever heard. We got you and Satan in the chat. I don't want to get into this. You guys could really go to town on this
We're
stuff.
not doing the religion thing.
That's right. I'm gonna talk about Mortal Kombat for the next 5 hours. If I'm gonna threaten you guys with a good time there. Don't make me do it. I'll do it.
Putting everybody to sleep. I'm just kidding.
Racing. Also, which version of the Exorcist are you guys watching? Yeah, we decided on the director's cut.
No, we didn't. Theatrical cut.
Oh, theatrical. That's what I meant.
Yeah,
that's what I meant to say. I was testing the Todd to see if he was listening. We decided on the theatrical cut just because I feel like the general consensus is that's the preferred version. I know the director's cut has a couple of like sequencing issues,
ending, and
a couple of sequencing issues, like the placement of the spider walk. It doesn't. I think the spider walk's fucking rad, but
it's awesome.
But I guess where it is, it doesn't quite make sense. Like from where like Reagan is before and the scene after, it's like, So this is probably the most fluid version. Yeah, we're all good. Silhouette, enjoying you some pizza. I hope it's not pizza. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I had some Wingstop tonight, and that's yeah, it's
cool. Well, Todd's gonna have to go to the shitter, dude. No, he's got to make it
spicy Cajun Wingstop.
He wanted to do the Exorcist, so he's got to sit here and talk with me about it.
Oh, absolutely, man. I'm excited.
I hope you brought a bucket to sit on, dude. We just mute your microphone so we don't hear the squirting, dude. Filling up the.
Oh, these enchiladas.
You just get up. We just see you like pour it out, dude, in a bigger bucket. Oh, sorry, King. What's up? I've actually never seen The Exorcist. I just mainly heard about it over the years. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I think The Exorcist is one of those films that lives up to the reputation. I think it's an important film, and it's a great film. I think it's really, really good. It's kind of it's probably like the proto elevated horror movie. The Father. I know it created like its own subgenre of possession films, but it's kind of elevated too, right?
And William Friedkin, I mean, it's an amazing film that he did. I mean, like the whole directing, the cinematography is really cool too. So yeah, you'll enjoy it.
You got a hot take about the film? Well, let us know here in a few. Yeah, the movie's not on streaming. That's a shocker. It's Warner Brothers. Why is it not on Max? I don't understand.
It's Disney, right?
No, Warner Brothers just got bought by Paramount. But okay, that hasn't happened yet. It should still be on HBO. Well, anyway, I don't know if it's on HBO or not. That's why I don't understand all these streamers, dude. It's like you guys have the rights to all this shit. Like, why are you not just? They still tease you and try and like hold back shit and cycle stuff in and out to like get you to sign up. It's so stupid. Let's see here. Yep, go ahead and download it. Hopefully, you guys, it's in the description
or
below.
You can stream it too on that.
Yeah, you don't have to download if you don't want. You can stream it. Racing, your mom's still scared of The Exorcist to this day. We don't talk about the Heretic. Who brought up the fucking Heretic?
Nope.
Get the fuck out. I'm just kidding. I see Extro. Did you just make me download Extro, Todd? Is there a wrong film in there? I mean, I'll watch Extro instead. Plot twist. It's Extro, guys.
It shouldn't be Extro.
That would be hilarious. Why is Extro even?
That's not what I put in there. I mean,
Why would Extro be in there?
Come on, Silhouette. You're joking with me.
Come on. Don't bullshit me. I'm going to pull it up and look at it.
Look this up.
That's hilarious. Is it Extro, dude?
No. How could it be Extro? There's no way it could be Extro.
You don't have Extro?
I just put it, or it's on my physical copy that I used. So I don't know how it'd be Extro.
Oh, let's see here. Is this movie I'm trying to make sure the file's working. Okay.
I ripped my physical copy, so it's my.
Yeah, this is not Extro, guys. But why won't it let me fast forward? It's not letting me fast forward the movie or move it around.
What?
I mean, I don't need to, so that's fine. But it's whatever, because we're gonna watch it. But okay, there you go. Let's yep. So it's not Extro. You trolled us. Nice try. Don't threaten me with a good time, my friend. Oh, I see Extro in the background posters.
Oh, okay.
I went on that big fucking rant when I just had to read the next message. My bad, guys.
You had me scared there, Silhouette. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on?
Satan, of course, we have summoned you once again. Thank you for joining us. This has to be your favorite movie, right? It's your devoted fucking servant Pazuzu going to work.
Your Pazuzu demon.
What's up, Gory?
Hey, Gory.
Welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us. Yep, we are watching again the theatrical cut. So get yourself the theatrical cut ready to go. Spectrum version, that's my provider. It's on Spectrum. Todd's on Spectrum.
I am on the Spectrum.
No, didn't know you were a movie star. Oh yeah, the Devil. Yeah, dude. The Devil's the biggest movie star in the world. I think the Devil's been in more movies than anybody else of all time. The Devil's been in more movies than Jesus.
Absolutely has.
Jesus hasn't been in that many movies, to be honest with you, but the Devil's like behind everything. And many great actors have played the Devil, like Al Pacino. Anyway. What's up, Moon Tiara? What's up? By the way, Scary Movie's coming out fairly soon. We are going to do Scary Movie 1 and 2.
Yes.
We're going to have to do that a couple weeks leading up to Scary Movie 6.
I can't wait for that, man.
Let's see here. Just skimming really quick. Didn't this film have James Woods, JK? Yeah, I wish. I got a poll which shirt is better, Aaron's Deftones shirt or Todd's Suspiria shirt. Todd, stand up. Let's see. I don't know. This is just I'll take my Deftones shirt. I would normally take the Suspiria shirt, but the off-centered logo on the Suspiria is driving me crazy.
Well, that's Suspiria. It fucks with your brain, dude.
I guess you're right. Let's see here. Your mother cooks socks in hell, of course.
That's right.
You know, Aaron has to start a new metal. Oh, wow. I'm really behind. That's fucking old. Okay. So I'm going to really skim these. We're going to get started in like 30 seconds. I just want to say hi to the newbies. That's what we'll have to do. Okay. So who have I not said hi to yet? Sorry, guys. You guys are probably putting all this shit in here when I was talking about Mortal Kombat. What's up? Alpha's in the chat. What's up, fellas? Both sporting some killer tees tonight. Don't you get us started. I don't talk about new metal without Alpha present anymore.
That's right.
Yeah, you guys are still talking about that old shit. I gotta move on here. Annihilation is gonna look great in 4K. Yeah, dude. Can you guys imagine Mortal Kombat Annihilation and those fucking effects?
Ugh.
I mean, honestly, the Mortal Kombat Blu-ray with like Reptile, that looked. You saw all the fucking warts on the blue. Even the Blu-ray looks fantastic. If I'm being honest, of Mortal Kombat, just the standard blue, you see all of it. King, first Mortal Kombat. Okay, we already addressed all that. Sorry guys, just trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Ishmael, what's up, brother? Musetta Vander, who was in MK Annihilation, pretty hot in Mansquito. It's a sci-fi TV movie.
There you go.
I mean, she would be on that. Let's see here. So Arrow basically blew their wad in the first TMNT movie, said box set. Yeah. Sorry, some lingering comments here. What's up, Sean Boyle?
Sean.
Ready to hear your thoughts on this milestone. Yeah, we're going to get started in just a second. And I think I'm about done. Gamer Guy, what's up, brother? How are you doing, man? Yeah, Musetta Vander and the girl from Return of the Living Dead 3 look so similar, right? They do. There was a point where I had to do a double take. Like, is that her? But
Stevie in here.
Musetta Vanda, she was on like some WB show. I can't remember if it was Gilmore Girls or One Tree Hill, but she was on something. Stevie, who's Stevie? Who the fuck is Stevie? You said Stevie's here? Oh, I'm sorry, I missed you, Stevie. Good morning. How you doing, brother? Welcome aboard. Sorry, I missed you. And then lastly, Robert, of course. How you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. So we're gonna go and get started right now. We are again watching the theatrical version. Get your pointer finger ready.
You might have to go. I'll tell you where to stop. Hit play, Aaron. I'll tell you where to stop right before the.
Okay, I'm gonna hit play. So you're gonna tell me where to stop.
Stop at 6 seconds.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to stop.
That's the Warner Brothers logo.
All right, so let me do that because I can't rewind or fast forward, so I got to get it right.
So if you're watching our copy, stop at 6 seconds.
Okay, so we're good. Yeah, it just says the Warner Brothers logo has completely come in from fade. All right, so once again, theatrical version. We are going to go in 3, 2, 1, play. Glad to hear you're good, Stevie. So everybody in the chat, tell us, how old were you when you first saw The Exorcist? I'm really struggling to remember. I can tell you for sure that I saw Amityville Horror first. I actually saw that. It's like a possession haunted movie before this. I might not have seen The Exorcist until I was in high school, actually, which is kind of late.
Okay.
But how about you?
I was probably 11 or 12 when I first saw Exorcist, and I wasn't a big fan. And I haven't seen, I saw it then again in my 20s and 30s, but yeah, I wasn't a fan of it just because I didn't get it. You know, it's kind of a slow burn, and like this opening sequence right here where they're in Iraq and they're doing like they're digging up fossils and all that shit. Like I really didn't get it. I didn't appreciate.
You're like, let me get to the dark demon shit. Let me get to the bedroom.
Yeah, and I wasn't, I wasn't for slow burns back then because I was coming off of watching like a lot of crazy shit when it comes to horror films. But over the years, as I gotten older, man, I just love this movie more and more. Of course, there's like a lot of things in this film with like the symbolisms and all that shit, and the demon aspect. I mean, the older I get, the more I get into like, the demon films, like the demonology shit and just like religion and all that stuff. So, and this opening scene is like, it goes from I hated it when I was a kid. Now I love it, man. Yeah. It's so cool. The cinematography in this, and there's like following the kid around, seeing his feet, man. There's some iconic shots in just this opening scene that I love.
The colors are popping on this version too.
The 4K looks amazing. If you guys are into 4K and if you don't have this, get it because it is so good.
But like I said, Warner Brothers, same thing with that Lethal Weapon. Warner Brothers shit, their transfers are great. So we have Father Merrin here. He's on this excavational, this dig, and he's going to come across this talisman, right? It's like the Pazuzu statue or whatever.
Yeah, Pazuzu, yeah.
And then we're pretty much, I like it's still vague. Like you don't, when you first see the film, you don't really know where it's going. You're asking questions. And so he's going to find this talisman, and then he's going to go to more of a shrine that's of the same Pazuzu statue. And then we're going to be in DC, Georgetown. You're like, what? And, eventually it's like, we're going to tell Reagan's story, and then we got his story, and they're going to come together, obviously. And, but yeah, I love all this part. And, I like this because Pazuzu is a real demon they took from literature and books and stuff like that. He was a wind demon, he's actually kind of a pussy demon. I've heard that he was a wind demon. I've also heard that he was a demon that was that used to protect pregnant women from other demons, which to me sounds kind of like a good guy.
Didn't he have a snake cock though? So he had to be a pretty cool demon.
Well, that's pretty hot. Speaking of hot, John, sorry I missed your hot take earlier. He says, my hot take, the film is a Christian film about the power of God or the devil. Everyone who thinks it's satanic wasn't paying attention. Well, it's funny you say that because this is one of those interesting films where there's a lot of opinions on different themes in the undertones of the film. There's a lot of people that make a lot of things out of it. And some of the stuff I think is going a little overboard, and some of the stuff's at face value. Some of the stuff that's in it I think is legit. Look, you might say that's a totally phallic symbol.
It's like I think it's more of they want you to question your faith, like they want you to like think for yourself, that sort of thing. That's the way I take it, at least. Don't be a follower to any one thing. That's the way I thought about it when I watched it.
The writer of the film is a devout Catholic. Let's see. Yeah, it's very much about good triumphing over evil. And obviously Karras is, I think Father Karras is an awesome character.
Oh, yeah.
When they're talking about The Exorcist, you might think they're talking about Max von Sydow here, but they could be talking about him or Karras. Karras makes the ultimate sacrifice, and his story, he's the most interesting character in the film because he's the one that's like struggling with his faith. He's struggling with guilt because, obviously he's dealing with the fact that his mom died and he feels guilty because he wasn't there and he was too busy, with the priesthood and all this shit instead of working a regular job to help support her. And, he feels like, man, I could have been a doctor. I could have cured her. And,
Father Merrin looks just like Joe Biden. Sorry. I mean, yeah. I guess he's only like in his 40s in this. They had to, age him up to make him look old and decrepit.
Which was great for him because you looked at Max von Sydow and I'm like, God, this guy hasn't aged in 70 years. He's now dead. But yeah, it's just like we all know him from his most famous role, probably The Exorcist, where we see him as an old guy. And if you didn't know any better, you just thought it was that old guy from The Exorcist. And then you see him later. You literally see him 30 years later in films and like, shit, dude, you looked old back then, but I guess you're still kicking. But
yeah, just these whole opening scene where he's kind of I don't know, he's kind of getting paranoid about the shit ever since he pulled that little rock demon thing out. And now he's like, looking at people different, like the clock stops, like weird stuff starts happening to him. So he knows the demon could be following or he could be present. And is this okay? So is this like little amulet thing? Did he pull that out of there as well? Because that was the same necklace that the other father was wearing, right? And
yeah, and then the mom gives it to his lover after Karras is dead.
It's the one to keep him safe from getting possessed.
Yeah, and so let's see. Glad you're good. I saw The Exorcist for the first time a couple years ago. Found the VHS at a garage sale and knew it was time. There you go, man. It only took you finding an old fucking antique VHS at a garage sale before you watched it, though. But I'm glad you did.
I totally get it because it is. Like I was saying, it's a slower burn. So when you're younger, you probably don't appreciate it as much. I didn't at all.
What do you guys peak slow burn horror. What do you guys think about this version versus the director's cut? Do you guys have any opinions or takes? Do you think one is vastly superior to the other, or do you think they both have their merit? What's your thoughts?
I definitely think they both have their merit. There's things I like about, of course, we talked about the spider walk scene, but the ending of the this cut I think is better because I think in the director's cut they have like some like where the other priest was talking to somebody else, like let's go see a movie or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Father Dyer. And
Yeah.
Father Dyer is a very interesting character as well. And the scene you're talking about, some people I know have debunked it. Like, gosh, what was the movie they were saying? They were like, "Do you want to go see fuck? I can't remember. It wasn't Judy Garland. What something with Judy Oh, it was Wuthering Heights with Lucille Ball.
Okay.
Yeah, he has to go see Wuthering Heights with Lucille Ball, and the other guy says another one, because that same thing was brought up earlier, and I think that cut. And anyway, there's some people that pick that apart, that was like gay code, like gay,
Okay.
like
like he's cruising. Yeah.
Well, that's one thing I do buy, that Father Dyer. I think Father Dyer is definitely gay, and a lot of people think him and Carras were lovers.
I don't think Carras.
It's kind of up in the air on Carras, but there's things that support that they were. Like in one version, which I don't recall which version it is, because spoiler alert, I didn't have time to rewatch the theatrical version before we started this. But there's one of the versions where after Carras's mother dies and Dyer is consoling him, they're like holding hands, and it's almost as if they're lovers. It's more like a married couple. You could obviously write it off that they're really close. That's possible as well. Dyer is definitely like, we're gonna meet Dyer at that little mixer they're at, and he's like playing the piano, talking about his heaven is a nightclub. He's flamboyant.
Sure.
And I've never read the book, but I went down this rabbit hole one time, and apparently in the book it's a little bit more on the nose, where him and Carras were having a conversation, basically talking about making their exit from the
This is my favorite shot in the film right here, dude.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, so good.
It's a postcard.
Yeah.
But in the book, there's a book where he's bringing up them making their exit out of the priesthood, like before they kick us out. And he's like, "Who's we?" He's like, "The gays." Like, he was a little bit more about it. So Dyer, I think 100% is gay. And I think that would have been interesting for if Carras is too, and that was kind of part of him losing his faith, and maybe he had some like inner guilt there. That would actually make him an even better character if that was the case. But he's pretty interesting without all that, to be honest with you. It doesn't really need it. Let's see. I was 13, says Stevie. We stayed off school and went into my next door neighbor's house to watch a pirated VHS copy.
Nice.
Because did my grandmother record it? And did you buy it off the street? It was banned in Scotland. Anyways, my mate's mom walked in with her sister and caught us. Hell yeah, dude. That sounds like me and my The Shining, because I walked to the neighbor's house and we watched it in his basement. And good memory.
That makes it just that more memorable, though, that something like that happened to you. That's great.
I love the way Georgetown is shot. I think it looks great. I love the blues and the, rainy, none of it's sunny. I just like the overcast weather it is in DC here.
I like the slow zoom into a room, dude.
It's very, very cool. Yeah.
Interesting.
So we have our main characters, Reagan and her mom. Her mom's an actor. Yeah. Her mom's an actor. They're just there renting the house.
Mm-hmm.
And she's actually also there with the director, who a lot of people think the director is what's his Burke Dennings. A lot of people think there's and I think Satan was telling me this in the chat. I think it was Satan. He was commenting on the belief that it's all an allegory for assault and that kind of grief. Like Burke Dennings, some people think that he raped Reagan.
Okay.
And then he had, because he's babysitting her, and then he ends up out the window, right? Just like Carras, and his neck's flipped around. And people think like the possession's more of a reaction to being raped, and there's like undertone there, and that he was responsible. And personally, I think he was just babysitting a demon, and he got the blunt end of that. I don't really think there's a whole lot there.
Yeah, I didn't really see that whole Burke thing being like that. But
see, Satan's kind of all about that theory.
Okay. That's a good theory, though.
We'll go ahead and explain to us why you think that's the theory. Like, what do you think supports it? But that's what makes a film like this great, is you could make a lot of things out of it. I just
And it's just like The Shining. You can dissect it a million ways. I mean, there's, so much symbolism in there. There's everything. I mean, you can watch this movie a million times and not never pick up everything in it.
I know if I'm getting assaulted, I'm gonna fucking then assault myself with a crucifix and say, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, and spit out, split pea soup. And I just think that's where I think it's a great notion. I think that's where I kind of drop off a little bit. Like, I still think there's the good, evil, satanic thing going on.
And if anybody in the chat has read the book, let us know, because I'd love to know I want to read the book now.
Oh, that's right. That's right, Sean. I remember that. Director's cut is Pazuzu's face, jump scares, intercut. They just flicker. Like it's like a single frame. And it's like one of those blink and you miss it. Like, what the fuck was that? The conversation mid-exorcism between Karas and Marin about why this girl is such a great scene. Yeah. And I like when he's I think it's Karas who's talking about how there's three people in here, like the three personalities.
Mm-hmm.
And what does Marin say? There can only be
there's
one.
only one.
There's only one. I love that. Like, no, it's the deceiver.
He's like, I know, bitch. I know.
Well, I mean, he's the guy. Like, he's probably one of just a couple of people that have ever done an exorcism, which is why the fucking church called him. Mm-hmm. But I love that. It's like, no, there can only be one. Like this deceiver, and I love that interaction.
Absolutely.
Let's see here. I'm caught up here. If you want to laugh, look up the clip of Friedkin recounting when he heard how bad the premiere of Exorcist 2 went. The execs were chased out of the screening. Yeah, he was kind of a bitter old coot.
Which I never watched any of the special features on that box set. I need to see if there's any like featurettes or anything on that, because I love to learn more about it.
Turns out your mom's sister was a nun, or who? Yeah, your mom walked in with her sister and caught us. Oh, the mom, the mate. Oh, your friend's mom. Yeah, I bet your mom, his mom's nun sister, probably fucking about, because this movie was like Marilyn Manson in the 90s. Yeah. Like they didn't have your parents and everybody in the church, and they didn't have to know the music or listen to that kind of music to like know who Marilyn Manson was. That stuff got around.
Yeah, the church.
And then like the reputation preceded him. And I remember even me, dude, my parents let me listen to whatever the hell I wanted to. My dad was listening to fucking Black Sabbath, and so it was a little hypocritical. But I remember one day I was listening to Korn. Sorry, I swear I'm not gonna talk about new metal, but it just naturally happened. But I was listening to Korn in the basement. This was like in 97, also peak Marilyn Manson. I never was a Manson guy, and my mom even said, "Is that Marilyn Manson?" I'm like, Mom, God, even you? Yeah, you're biting onto this? I'm like, no, this isn't fucking Marilyn Manson. Like, you should know better. Like, she listened to Judas Priest when took them to court for, it's like, what I'm saying, when they tried to get them for shit. It's like, no.
Oh, sorry, real quick. This is the only time we hear the theme.
Tubular Bells.
Yeah, Tubular Bells, which is, oh God, man. Could it be the best theme of all time, horror theme?
And it wasn't an original theme.
No. I mean, it's so great.
I mean, Tubular Bells, a studio album by Mike Oldfield, released in 73. It was created aside from this, and they just picked it up.
Loved it, and then he was like, yeah, okay.
It kind of reminds me how Red Right Hand became the official theme to Scream.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, it is kind of the...
Yeah,
but Todd's like, let's not bring up Scream. But I'm saying, like,
or Red Right Hand. I can't listen to that fucking song either.
Dumb and Dumber,
well,
right? No, but it's like the original Scream movie. The original Scream movie had a theme, a really cool theme, and I don't really think they ever really utilized it, because Red Right Hand became fucking huge, and that shows up in every damn movie. But yeah, so Tubular Bells.
But they really don't have a whole lot of score in this film. A whole lot of music, a whole lot of score. It's pretty, it's pretty tame, especially like the opening sequence, like the first 20 minutes. There's not a whole lot of like music or anything, so it's it's odd to have that just pop up. I love it.
I guess you're right, but is that really the only time Tubular Bells plays the movie?
Maybe at the very end credit for like a couple seconds, but
how weird.
Yeah,
so maybe it wasn't even meant to be a theme. Maybe it was just like, hey, we're gonna put this track in there, but it's become the theme.
It's so good.
They played it at haunted houses. It's on like mixtapes and shit like that. And this film alone, it caused obviously this album by Mike Oldfield to be a big hit. And because Tubular Bells, Mike, he's a progressive rock musician. And let me see how much it sold. US Billboard, it went to number 3 on Billboard 200, which is huge and back then, number 3 meant something. And for a guy like this, all because of this film, it was number 1 in Canada and Australia. It sold more than 2.7 million copies in the UK, which is fucking massive. In the UK, I think that's like 6 times platinum, 7 times platinum because it's such a small island. Like that's huge.
Okay.
And 15 million copies worldwide. That's massive. That's big
for him, man. That's great.
So he got lucky. He's like, I'm glad he picked up the phone that day and said, "Yeah, you can use it." Because when did Exorcist get released?
73.
I know, but when?
Exact. Let me see here. What
was the day?
December 26th. Oh, day after Christmas. Okay.
Yeah. So this record came out May 25th of 73. So the record was out, probably not doing anything because he was like an obscure prog musician, and fucking just this movie took it through the stratosphere.
Yeah, Friedkin was a fan.
I wonder how he feels about that. Like, yeah, you just became known as the Exorcist guy. Like,
I love it. So this budget of this film was only, of course, 12 million. It made 441.3 million box office.
That was probably the equivalent of like a 50-60 million today, which is, that's a decent, I like that. That's a sweet spot. So Father Caress, is he going to his mom's apartment, or is he, is his apartment?
Yeah, it's his place.
Yeah. Father Caress, gosh, man, I mean, tight quarters.
Damien. What does the demon say to Father Chris at the end? He starts calling him out, pretending it's his mother. He's like, "Why, demon? Why?" I don't know. It's so funny, dude. The voice actor of the demon is great, by the way. And like I was listening to somebody, they were saying like, she smoked like a ton of cigarettes, she drank a lot of like beer and stuff, like to get her voice ready for this role.
Sounds like Marianne Faithfull and Memory Remains.
Linda Hamilton or something, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's crazy. That's when I've known for a long time, but when I was a kid and I realized Pazuzu's a woman? What? Yeah. And those quick flashes when you see that Pazuzu, like, and especially in that director's cut, it's pretty creepy.
Okay, like here's the Pazuzu's voice was performed by Mercedes McCambridge. She went to extreme length, drinking heavily, drank raw eggs and alcohol to give her voice that raw animalistic sound. So it worked. Drinking the raw eggs, dude. She was Rocky before Rocky.
But when they show Pazuzu those flashes, I think that is effective, and I think it would have been cool if that was like in the director's cut where it's like kind of like all over the place. I don't remember exactly where it is in the film, but I just remember it being like in a few random places because it really messes with your head. And when you see like the flash, it's creepy. Now we live in the internet age. You can just like pull up the picture. It's not scary at all.
Yeah.
I mean, Pazuzu, when you look at her, it looks like a bad old Halloween makeup.
Yeah,
it doesn't look great if I'm being honest. But I
still like it. It's charming, man.
But with the lighting and the flicker, really cool. All right. Jack Nicholson was considered for the role of Caress. Imagine Jack Torrance as the Exorcist. He could have worked. Dude, I could have seen him playing Father Caress. Absolutely. And Jason Miller, obviously you guys know the pedigree of Jason Miller, right? Jason Miller, his son is Jason Patric. And Jason Patric's maternal grandfather is Jackie Gleason. So, Jason Patric, what went wrong? You were almost a huge star. You had so much going for you. It's too bad.
Well, I think Jason Miller's perfect for this role. He's an actor. I mean, he was in, of course, he's in like Rudy. I knew him from Rudy. He was one of the coaches. But what else was he in?
Exorcist 3.
Exorcist, yeah, Patient X or whatever. And then what else was he in? bunch of TV shit, TV movies.
I forgot about Rudy.
Yeah, he was one of the coaches in Rudy.
I think John actually, sorry, Gamer Guy, the hospital scene where she's getting the needle in her throat is one of the most uncomfortable scenes ever.
Man, it is. Yeah, that's
so. This is what I also love about this film. As today, it might seem kind of stock, but the fact that Satanic Panic, dude, the fact that she conjured up Pazuzu with a Ouija board, and which is great, you know, or she's talking to Captain Howdy, you know, who's obviously a moniker for Pazuzu. I love it. Now, I'm a little rusty on my Satanic Panic. Was this and the Ouija board a result of that, or did this start it with the Ouija board and then did this populate? You know what I
mean? No, I kind of talked about this. The Satanic Panic started. I watched that documentary. A doctor and his patient grifted the whole Satanic Panic thing by coming up with a story saying like she was possessed by the devil. That sort of thing. He wrote a book about it. They did like a book tour around the United States, and then it started to get picked up where people were starting to freak out about, you know, that sort of thing. So yeah, it's
but what year was it?
Ouija board? It was definitely the 70s. It was the early.
But that's what I'm saying.
Late 60s, early 70s. Yeah.
So it predated this movie.
I believe so. I'll have to look it up.
Because I've always wondered, did this popularize using the Ouija board? Or did the Ouija board come first and it was a commentary on that? Because, you know, the Ouija board was like what, Milton Bradley or Parker Brothers?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, is it this film that like made it start flying off the shelves or what? The fact that you could buy Ouija boards at Target, I've always found hilarious.
No, so Ouija boards are like, I think they were 70s, but Satanic Panic didn't start until the 80s. So
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, you're way behind on that. It was the 80s for sure. So maybe the
early 80s, late 70s.
So maybe the Exorcist is responsible for the whole association with the Ouija board and conjuring the devil, because it's probably just an innocent enough game from Parker Brothers. And it's kind of like the My Buddy. It's like, hey, here's the My Buddy doll, and Child's Play comes out, and you fucking change what a My Buddy doll is forever to everybody. That's probably what this movie did for the Ouija board. That's gonna be my guess.
They never made a Kid Sister movie. They should have.
When my mother like was talking about, you know, she was fucking with Ouija board, you know, she graduated high school in 1983, so it was after The Exorcist, post-X. So The Exorcist probably turned a lot of people on to trying that.
Sure. Okay.
So if that was like, I don't know if that's actually the same in the book, if she was using a Ouija board or not, but if that was actually even first in the book, then I mean, that's pretty clever.
Yeah.
Like if that wasn't even a thing before, like, hey, she's going to communicate and a demon's going to latch onto her through this game. That's fucking brilliant. Robert says Pazuzu is such a silly name. Yeah, it is. It's like Panini. It makes me hungry. Or Vajayjay, dude. The demon Vajayjay.
Yeah, I'll look up Ouija boards and see when those got popular.
Yeah, John, Marilyn Manson's tame compared to black metal. Well, Marilyn Manson's just an entertainer. He's a grifter. He's just got a gimmick, man. It's just like Alice Cooper had a gimmick. The guys that were doing that second wave black metal shit, you know, Mayhem and all that shit, they were nerds, but they took it way too seriously. And yeah, they walked the walk, which I guess that counts for something. But they were just like D&D nerds, man, trying to be edgy.
So it didn't start it. I think it was it's saying that 13 Ghosts, that movie.
Oh, the old
13 1960s. Ghosts. The family is playing a game, a Ouija board.
Oh,
so okay. Yeah, that there was episodes of Lost in Space that had it. The Waltons.
But was Lost in Space, were they talking to the devil in Lost in Space?
It doesn't tell me that.
But hold on.
Board on
there's no way the Waltons were talking to the fucking devil.
It just says in pop culture where
they might have been playing the game legit, like for what its purpose was. I seriously doubt fucking John Boy was conjuring the fucking Satan himself in the Waltons. So
13 Ghosts, and then The Exorcist.
It's possible 13 Ghosts, you know, being a horror movie, I guess it's possible. I'll have to look into that because that's actually interesting. Tubular Bells is just a segment of a 20-minute song. I got the album. Yeah, it's like pure prog shit where it's a giant suite, really long music, and yep, just a segment. Blaino, Mike Oldfield's amazing. Hey, by the way, hi. I don't think I said hi to you, man.
Hey,
I think I might have missed you or didn't see you. I'm sorry. Yeah, Mike Oldfield's great, man. I still don't have that vinyl. I really want to get it. I've almost gotten it a couple times. Red right hand. Okay, Satan, here comes Scott. If he hears you talking about Scream. no, with a smart frowny face. No.
Scream 3 times, dude. Scott will appear.
No. Just Scott, hopefully you're in the chat, dude.
We love you, Scott. Yeah.
And if you are in the chat, have you ever seen The Exorcist? Because I always have this Scream is so popular that you would think that as big as their fan base is, especially as big as it's gotten in the last 15, 20 years, those people would go and search out the things that came before. The
classics, man.
Especially like the things that Scream references. Because it's all meta about the movies and stuff like that. But there's like a certain like layer of Scream fans I've noticed that pretty much stay in the era and they don't go under the surface, which but if you haven't seen Exorcist, hopefully you have. I mean, because it's incredible. It's one of the movies, man, where it deserves all the talk and praise that it got. And poor we haven't even brought up Linda Blair. It's funny we haven't even mentioned Linda Blair. And Linda Blair, she won an Oscar for this, and they took it away, right? Did they actually take it away?
Why would they take it away?
Because it became controversial that it wasn't her voice. Because they were giving it to her to play the demon, and it's like, oh, it was a different act. Like I think
did they supporting actress, right?
Yeah, but I think they stripped it.
Oh, that's ridiculous, dude.
Because they stripped it. I believe they stripped it after because she didn't do the voice. Like no shit. But like what? Yeah. No shit. This little kid didn't do that voice. But I think it became like I think it just became a gray area. Like, well, fuck. It was kind of both of you guys doing it, and we only gave you the award. But correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they stripped it. Maybe Todd needs to look that up for me real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Just look up Academy Award controversy or whatever. Let's see. You already mentioned it, says West in Peace, but the phenomenal old age makeup on Von Sydow done by Dick Smith, assist from a young Rick Baker is one of the best tricks of cinema. It's great because it gives you Mandela effect too.
Yeah.
You grow up thinking he's old. And he legit looks old. Like they didn't overdo it. He looks like an older guy. It's not like Captain America or whatever, where they fucking make him like 80 and they gotta put all this shit on him. Let's see, you guys should really check out Ingmar Bergman. Yeah, I know Seventh Seal and all that stuff, and Sado and thing. Ingvar Bergman, stuff like I don't know. It's like film school stuff, and it's not always my stuff. But go ahead, Todd.
So she won the Golden Globe. She didn't win the Academy Award. She was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. Despite winning the Golden Globe, the backlash and the publicity over performance, so they're pretty pissed off about the voice. So the Golden Globes are probably before the Academy Awards, right?
They're always before the Academy Awards.
So that's why she didn't win the Academy Award.
Wow, why was I thought she had won the actual Oscar.
Golden Globe, yeah.
I was thinking she was like the youngest Oscar winner or something at the time. Wow. Okay. Well, she should have won.
I think it won Best Screenplay and it won.
Yeah, it won Best Adapted Screenplay for William Blatty.
And then something else.
I think it won for like sound, which deserved it. Yeah. Like Best Sound Design for sure. Because it is pretty wild. It's like when you're talking about like the door slamming and the bed rocking and shit like that. That stuff, the sound is everything. And I can only imagine hearing that stuff in a theater, like with the volume pumped, man. It would have been so cool. Mike Oldfield's a great prog rocker. He plays every one of the instruments Prince style. Hell yeah. Let's see. Red Right Hand is great in Scream and Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, it's iconic, man. I'm a fan of Nick Cave. I think Nick Cave's great. Todd, your shades are very 70s Friedkin. Is it intentional?
I've had these for a while. Like they're my computer glasses. So I'm staring into light to look at you guys, and I have very sensitive eyes. Let me tell you that.
Well, I don't want to copy you, but I need some screen glasses too. You should show me the brand. Like, is there a particular brand?
Their prescription. They're on.
Oh, their prescription.
Yeah, their prescription. I wear glasses, so.
Yeah, that's right. I just need something for the screens, man, because they really fuck with me. Hey, speaking of Friedkins are great, and Todd you still haven't seen To Live and Die in L.A. Do you like that one?
I haven't watched. I got it on Kino or a Kino sale. I need to pop it in.
It's great. Why you
my next watch?
That was like when I got that was like top of my list to put in. It is, William Peterson's fantastic, and it's got one of the greatest car chase scenes of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It's impressive. Like it's you're like Cameron who? Because it doesn't have like all the explosions and shit like a Cameron thing, but just the actual marvel of it, the driving backwards and shit like that. It's nuts. And the movie's like worth it just for that. It's really, really fantastic. And I've never been the biggest fan of Sorcerer. But I want to go back and rewatch it. Like maybe,
I thought you were going to.
I literally said that 2 weeks ago. I didn't have time to watch this. You going to watch Sorcerer again in 2 weeks?
Oh, no. I thought I told you to watch Sorcerer, and you're like, oh, I'm going to watch it tonight.
Have you seen Sorcerer?
Yes.
You literally hadn't seen it. You're fucking gaslighting me. With Roy Scheider?
What movie am I thinking? No, I haven't seen Sorcerer. No.
Yeah, Sorcerer is about they go to the fucking South America, and it's Jaws is in there, and it's famous.
What movie was I thinking? A Warlock. I don't know.
Warlock. Yeah, I've seen. the guy making out the tongue, spits it on the griddle. Yeah, I know Warlock.
Talking about that too. Yeah.
Yeah, Sorcerer. By the way, Sorcerer is a very it leads you on as a title. You're like, what is Sorcerer about this fucking movie? There's nothing. Anyway,
Warlock.
Wait, Demi? I'm reading that as Arnold.
Demi,
Why are you doing to this me, Demi? Why are you doing this me, Rory?
Demi, why are you doing Demi?
Why are you doing this me, Rory? Tubular Bells was the first record Richard Branson had on his Virgin label. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
Love the facts. Keep spitting them out, guys.
Richard Branson was on the jet, though. I'm just going to say. He took a flight. He was on the jet. I don't know if that means anything. Yeah. They bring him. You're going to make me do that every time? I wasn't prepared for that one, dude. Tom Arnold would have made this movie better. That's for sure. Dude, we should try
Arnold, really?
We should get Tom Arnold on the show, and I want to get him to do it. That's the soundbite I want. We could get Roseanne on the show too, and have her like doing the whole spiel, but she's talking about Revival House, and then we could have Tom say, they bring us, and then our show starts. It'd be great.
I'd rather have him do. What do you expect, Harry? She's a flesh and blood woman. You're never there. It's only matter.
We'll just chain him to our radiator and make him do all these quotes just indefinitely, and feed him like fucking water in a dog bowl and breadcrumbs.
I'm tired of being in the van, Harry. I'm sick of being in the van.
Yeah. Captain Howdy Flash is creepy. Michelle started the Satanic Panic. Michelle smiling. Fucking Uncle Jesse. Michelle Tanner.
Michelle my belle.
Wait, seriously, who's Michelle who? Oh, I think the book Michelle.
Yeah, that's the book Michelle. That's what I was referring to.
Okay, so that's just talking about Satanic Panic, or is it a satanic story?
It's a story, yeah.
Well, I have to check this out. It's just called Michelle.
Yeah, I was talking about the documentary, and they go over that that's where the grifters, they end up reading that book, and then they end up taking that story and selling it and pretending like it actually happened to them. They just made up some shit on their own. But yeah, it started with that book. Michelle is.
Oh, I keep getting Michelle Obama's book. Michelle Remembers.
Yeah, that's it.
There you go. I'm gonna have to look it up. Well, cool. Let's see here. The film is number 9 on my all-time horror list. It's kind of low, my friend. No, that's good. It's top 10's good. I think the Ouija board existed long before any company started selling them in stores. Oh, okay.
Like 1800s, dude. Yeah.
So it's like a gypsy thing, or just whatever. Interesting. And was it just like public domain, or did Parker Brothers like secure some rights? It was probably traditional and nobody knew who invented it.
When did the board game come out from Parker Brothers?
I think it's Parker. I don't know if it's Milton Bradley or Parker. Interesting. I watch everything from silent films to today. Art is art. Anyone who only stays in one era is narrow-minded. Well, fuck you, John. No, I'm just kidding. I agree. I just said I don't really care for Ingvar Bergman. It's a little too much for me sometimes. No, I agree with you though, dude. I've watched all kinds of shit from all different eras. And what can I say? My favorite film era is the 70s. I think the 70s is the best decade for film. That includes silent.
Well, because it has the best actors too.
It's just
1966 was the first time Parker Brothers put out the
Okay. I like the 70s because I think we finally got out of that era where actors didn't know how to translate from stage to screen. You know what I mean? You watch like Singing in the Rain, and you watch a lot of these you even watch old Gregory Peck and old Jimmy Stewart. There was a certain old timey way of acting and delivery because I think they were just, some of these guys came from the stage and it was just a different transition. But when we got to, here's Father Dyer, dude, entertaining the party. He's a great character, but Reagan's obviously going to come and piss herself, and that's kind of what starts the whole. Wait, I want to watch her. Yeah, do her thing. But yeah, Father Dyer, I do buy that he's gay. This is a pretty cool scene though. Just go in there and
that's so thick, dude.
That's what she said. Fucking weird, dude.
But so anyway, we were talking about the 70s. What's your favorite non-horror 70s film?
Non-horror 70s film?
Yeah.
Might be Taxi Driver.
Same.
No, Rocky.
Taxi Driver's the best, dude.
Rocky's better than Taxi Driver.
I don't think so.
If you don't count Alien, if Alien's horror, no, Rocky is probably the greatest film.
Rocky's great, man.
Rocky's great, man. Then it's the best. Look, Taxi Driver's fantastic too. Nothing has been more. Rocky created a genre, the underdog movie. Pretty much Disney copied it. We have so many fucking like sports underdog movie. There would be no Mighty Ducks. All this stuff came from Rocky. All of it.
I'm not saying Rocky isn't like one of the top films. Yeah. Taxi Driver is more my jam, man, when it comes to the 70s.
Hey, Taxi Driver is definitely in the conversation. I almost said it, but it's just got to be Rocky for me. I think Rocky, it's hard to top Rocky as far as cultural importance. There's nothing more American than Rocky.
No, I totally agree with you on that.
Maybe there's nothing more New York than Taxi Driver of the era, but Rocky transcends Philadelphia. It's just the American. Everybody can relate. Not everybody can relate to Travis Bickle. Everybody.
You'd be surprised. I think people nowadays can probably relate.
Maybe to the gas. They see the gas fucking pumps.
Yeah,
but but I think everybody has a little Rocky in them, and you could apply. The Rocky story to everybody.
I totally get it. So I'm just saying my opinion. I'm not saying it's right. It's just my opinion.
Well, there you go. We'll end it on that. Todd said he's not right. No, I'm just kidding. No, I love Taxi Driver too.
Yeah.
But their 70s is loaded with great films.
Oh, yeah.
It's loaded. Gosh, I want to riff on some more of the 70s. No, we won't go there, but let's see here. Yeah. Oh, so we have Dyer. Is Dyer going to console Caress? Sorry, I'm a little lost in the film now. Is he going to go?
Yes.
Let me see. I want to see the scene because I think this is So did his mother just die?
He just left the hospital, right? Or the mental hospital.
Let me see. So I think he's gonna console him. Is it in the director's cut where he holds his hand?
I think it is the director's cut. I think that's where all this stuff came up, but not 100%. I can't remember.
And they obviously he Caress comes back in 3. Dyer comes back, but he's recast. Dyer wants to blow him, dude.
Oh yeah.
Take his pants down and look, he's taking his shoes off like a good wife would do. He's gonna undo his belt buckle, dude. He's gonna slowly slurp the devil's anaconda. No, he doesn't do that.
Satan's nectar, dude.
Satan's nectar. Satan's jelly, dude. The devil's jam.
Slurping the nectar, dude.
the devil's royal jelly. Fucking gross, dude. The devil's splat. That's a movie, dude. It's a movie we got to write. Let's see. I still need to see Sorcerer. I have it on Criterion. Yeah, watch it, man. I've only watched it once. You should watch it and let me know what you think. Even though you liked Ghost Story for some reason, which Todd still never watched. Didn't you tell me you were going to watch?
You liked Ghost Story, didn't you?
No, the one with Casey Affleck.
No, the Ghost Story from the 80s.
The old one. I like the old one.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah.
But he watched that newer one, that all like A24 one or whatever. That some people, I think it movie's fucking stupid.
Oh, from 2017, that one. Okay,
but that's the movie he was saying, hey, you should watch, and he ended up watching, and he actually liked it. So you might like it, Todd. I mean,
I like Casey Affleck.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's not your kind of movie, just because I know you. But I think you should watch it and prove me wrong.
Yeah,
the needle and stuff like that. We just saw Reagan. It's hard to watch. I think the shots here of him at church, dude, at service. Look at the vibrant colors, dude. It's just gorgeous to look at. I love Catholic churches. Like they're beautiful.
Have you watched your 4K yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched it. Yeah, it's beautiful. I watched it on my beautiful OLED TV. Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice.
And you notice like the contrast, the use of color. We just went from that cathedral. It was all reds. Now we're in this beautiful hospital corridor and the blues and the 70s, like the orange carpet. It's just,
I love it, dude. That's why I love the 70s, man. Just the whole aesthetic of the 70s is so cool, man. I'd love it if that came back in homes, the shag carpeting and everything.
Robert, you hear it's a bit boring. Sorcerer. Yeah, I feel like it just didn't do a lot for me. Everybody talks about the famous bridge scene with like the nitroglycerin or whatever, and they're driving across it. It's like an exercise and great suspense and all. But it's even like used on like the promo materials, but I don't know. I want to watch it again. Maybe I missed something.
I still need to watch Possession. Isn't that demonic? That movie?
Yes, that's a movie that's like a giant allegory for divorce and all kinds of crazy that's a heady movie. That's a movie you got to like pick apart. Like, what do they really mean by this? What do they mean by, like, and there's a famous scene with the lead actress in there in a tunnel just fucking going batshit. That's really impressive. And that movie is just one of those flicks where when I watched it, I'm like, I don't know what to think. I don't know if I like this. I don't know.
Those are the best movies.
I'm like, I didn't know if I liked it. I didn't know if I loved it. I didn't know if I fucking hated it. I'm like, I was kind of polarized. And it's one of those movies that just sits with you. And I couldn't stop thinking about it for weeks. Yeah, so it's one of those flicks. And like I said, it was, I don't know. Yeah, that's what makes a movie great sometimes. And it was worth me picking up that Second Sight for sure.
Yeah, I missed out on that, which is kind of sad. I mean, they also talk about more demonic exorcism. We did The Wailing, which The Wailing, you told me to watch that. That movie is awesome, dude.
Love it.
Yeah. Love it. So if you haven't watched The Wailing, go watch it.
And The Wailing has a lot of subtext, a lot of discussion around that movie on meaning and things like that. I think it's fantastic. And it's really, really long, but it doesn't feel like it. Like,
it doesn't.
I'm telling you, like, I had in-laws come and they came to our house, and they liked Korean, like K-pop. They like just Korea, whatever. Sure. And I was like, well, you guys should watch this movie. And I'm like, I don't need to watch it yet. You guys put it on. I was going to go play games or something and take my free time while my wife and everybody watched the movie. And I ended up putting on, and I walked in the kitchen to grab a drink and like some dinner to take upstairs. And I ended up sitting at the kitchen counter behind him, like this. And I watched the whole fucking movie for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, shit. And then I sat down at the kitchen table, and before you know it, I watched the whole movie again, because you can't look away. Yeah, this needle, speaking of looking away, I can look away from the needle shit, dude. Don't like needles. I don't like the needle in the neck.
You know what? I'd rather take a needle than draw blood, dude. Drawing blood I hate that.
Yeah. I hate getting a bad phlebotomist and they fuck you up and you got a bad bruise, dude, for like weeks. You look like a junkhead.
Oh God, yeah. They can never find my veins, so
why do they rub that fucking diarrhea dookie on her neck to put the needle in? You think that would affect it?
They gotta find the brain, dude, or brain, the vein, dude.
I know, dude. It just looks like dookie juice. That's what I always think. It looks like dookie juice.
It does.
What was I saying? Oh, speaking of The Wailing, guys, I actually bought another movie on Amazon because it was affordable. I'm gonna look it up. It's actually coming tomorrow, I think. It's this movie that I don't know much about, but it's called Exuma. And it's
Okay.
also, and I think it's Korean. I guess I don't know, but I was looking it up and people said it's, The Wailing mixed with this movie. Like, so I was sold, dude. The people talking about it. I'm like, I'll buy it. 15 bucks, 4K. I'll get it. It's probably got put out by the same people that did The Wailing, at least the people that put out the 4K. So I'll watch that and let you guys know if that's any good. Exuma.
Has anybody seen the uh was it God, where was that an Argentinian movie that When Evil Lurks? I heard that was really good. It's kind of like a I want to say that's a demonic sort of film as well that just came out a few years back and people really put that movie over. So I need to check that out. I used to love like the last exorcism with Professor Lasky. I like that.
He's biased. He's got the college years bias though.
Exorcism of Emily Rose was fine, but it was more of a courtroom drama, which kind of took me out of it. Possession. I don't know if I saw the Possession. The Right. Have you seen The Right with Anthony Hopkins?
You mean, is it The Writ or The Right?
No, was
Oh,
it?
The Right, like Last Rites, RITE.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I've not seen that. That's like a modern movie. I doubt that's good.
Yeah. I'm just kind of looking at some of these exorcism like demonic movies.
Satan says John loves Cemetery Man and Alpha. Yeah, Cemetery Man. I'm not Todd likes Cemetery Man.
I love Cemetery Man, and if you haven't, like originally, I got the old Anchor Bay DVD back when,
dude, iconic, dude. Reagan just going wow, wow, wow.
Oh god, that's creepy.
That dude, who was doing shit like this before 1973? Isn't this insane? Like, if I didn't know any better, and you would have asked me when this movie came out, I would have thought maybe because there's a lot of people doing stuff like this in the 80s.
Oh,
but
yeah.
73, it's just so ahead of the curve, man.
Yeah,
like, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me. What, dude? She's awesome. She's such a good actor.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that was her double right there, though.
Oh, I know, but just in general, like her flailing around, dude. Is she's selling it? Yeah, I'm sure it was a double. They were okay directing a kid. Now I want you to fuck yourself with this crucifix.
Yeah. No, but yeah, no, it's a great scene. Satan, if you haven't seen Cemetery Man, I would recommend it. I didn't enjoy it as a kid. I love it now, man. I got that Severin release that came out years back. It is great, man. It looks beautiful, and it's just a fun, weird movie, man. It's a lot of fun.
I mean, I've only ever watched it once, and it's just not for me. Maybe maybe I'll have to revisit it again.
I really like it, man.
It's just not for me. But maybe I'll give it a go again sometime. Yeah, no, I got you, man. You're referring to people that stay in one era. No, I got you, man. It's all good.
Well, some horror fans are just fans of like certain genres, certain movies. I mean, that's the way it goes. Like we watch pretty much every fucking thing, but that's not everybody. I mean, if you're in here listening to us talk about films, you're obviously, you're a general horror or movie fan in general. So
it's like music, man. There's some people that were into 90s alternative and they never went they still listen to that. Like I like 90s music or I like fucking, I was into a little bit of everything, but I go deep and listen to I was listening to fucking Zombies, dude. Fucking Flower Power.
Nice. Okay. I like the Zombies. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I've got, and of course same thing with music. 70s. Oh my god, the 70s is pretty fucking rad. I mean, obviously I'm partial to the 80s because Metallica came out in the 80s, and 80s has some I love 80s. But the building blocks of the shit that I love the most, 70s, man. You got from Floyd was firing off in the 70s, you got Sabbath firing off in the 70s, Deep Purple, and I mean it's just kind of where a lot of the stuff I love began. So I love it. But yeah, I like all stuff.
I even love like the big band stuff. My grandparents were huge they were in like they used to do swing music. So they were in like my grandfather played a lot of brass and stuff, and my grandmother sang all the time. So they're really big in like the swing. A
lot of Glenn Miller in your house,
dude. But I like that stuff, man. I still go back to listening to that stuff.
It's fun,
it
casual
back, man.
It's fun, casual music for me. Yeah, it's Fave 70s film says he's Sleuth 1972. Give it a go. It's in his top 10. Wow.
Okay.
What is that? Let me see. Sleuth
I've never heard of
1972.
that, Sean.
I'm gonna look it up right now. Sleuth 1972.
Sean, if you're not in our Discord, man, you should get in there so you can recommend some stuff to us, man.
Okay, Michael Caine and Laurence Olivier. Okay. Yeah, I like old school Caine, dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, nothing's gonna top Michael Caine acting with Muppets.
A thriller mystery. There you go. That sounds cool.
The Godfather's the best movie ever made, even though Halloween is my favorite film, says John.
See, and I like The Godfather's fine, but I'm not in love with The Godfather like a lot of people. And I do get why they like it, but I never was a huge fan of like the mob culture and stuff like that. And I don't know if it's because I'm from the Midwest and not like the East Coast, or it never hit me like a lot of those.
I acknowledge Godfather 1 and 2 are amazing films, but for me, it was just because my mom wore it out as a kid. Like, they were on all the time. Like, even before I knew I liked movies, I'm fucking listening to people. The Godfather's all the time. And so, and I've said it famously, I've never actually sat down and watched The Godfather, like just sat down and watched it, but over the course of so many years, I've seen those movies through and through because I've seen every bit of those movies. You know what I mean? Like, they're always on in the house. I've seen this scene. I've seen that scene. I've pieced it together. I know the movie, but I've never actually sat down and watched. I'm like, I never felt the need to.
Yeah.
Because I know it. I know all that shit. You broke my heart. I know all that stuff. Try the cannolis and all that shit. The fucking gun in the fucking bathroom. I know all of it.
It's just, and I like those movies. I love like the mob movies and stuff, even like the Goodfellas and stuff like that. Like, I enjoy them, but they're not like my favorites.
Goodfellas is great though.
It's great, but it's not like one of my favorites.
Robert, you never seen Taxi Driver? Wow. Okay. See it.
Yeah.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is awesome.
That is really good.
I love that movie. It's one of the greatest ensemble movies ever. Just it's I love fucking Big Chief. Nicholson, and it's a great film. Taxi Driver's good, but to be honest, Scorsese has better films. John, I said it once this stream. I'm going to say it again. Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. No, Scorsese's got a lot of great films.
Yeah, he does.
I love what is it, After Midnight with what's this, Griffin Dunn?
I just watched that. Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah, he made a really cool, like, dark satirical comedy. Catherine O'Hara is in that as well. I think it's a fun movie. It's a bit of an underrated gem. I love Last Temptation of Christ.
Okay.
Have you still never seen that?
I don't think I've seen that.
Watch it. It's you think it shouldn't work. It's like Willem Dafoe is Jesus. What the hell is going on here? But it is kind of sacrilegious as far as it's basically about, when Jesus Christ is tempted by the snake, right? He's tempted by the devil in the Bible, and obviously he doesn't succumb to temptation. In this, he does.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like an alternate
reality.
And Jesus is really portrayed as like an imperfect guy, and it's a good movie. I think it's really, really wild. It's a cool flick, and you have like Harvey Keitel as Judas Iscariot, dude. Like, why forsaken? It's kind of weird. The casting's wild, but
one film I did watch recently. I talked to Aaron about this. If you haven't seen it in the chat, go out and watch it. It's 1979. It's called Hardcore with George C. Scott.
Yeah, it's been on my list for a long time.
Awesome, dude.
He's looking for his daughter got like lost in the porn world or whatever. And yeah, I want to see it one of these days.
Satan, if you might be into that, Satan, if you're into like Taxi Driver.
In fact, remind me. I just keep forgetting because there's so much shit to watch. If you remind me at the end of the stream, Todd, I'll watch it tonight. I'll download it. I'll buy it. I'll rent it.
Okay.
Because I've been wanting to watch. If it's not available for stream,
it's on Tubi. I think I watched it on Tubi.
Yeah. So I just remind me. Some of my favorite directors: Blano, Sidney Lumet, Brian De Palma, and how do you say his name? Is it Nicholas Raeg? How do you pronounce that?
No, I have no idea.
All right. So Reagan, she's So she's back to quote unquote normal, but she's almost like in a stupefied state. But this is all Pazuzu, right? like
Yeah.
like Marin says, there's only one.
Yeah, and of course, she's holding her hand up there. I don't know if that's supposed to be like symbolizing Pazuzu, because I know Pazuzu had his hand up there. This in the
Maybe.
statue, or I don't know. There's a lot of theories when it comes to this film. There's so many different things that you can pick up. You can pick this thing apart a million ways from Sunday, but yeah, and that's why I like this film so much too, because it just reminds me of The Shining, like that aspect of it.
Oh yeah, dude, she's brilliant. Just the physical acting and her doing the turns.
Yeah,
look at that shot.
That's awesome.
Following him down,
and there's so many iconic shots in this. I mean, when she's floating in bed, and I mean, of course, we talked about the
speaking of Rocky, dude.
And
speaking of Rocky, Carras is going to be doing his like Rocky impression.
Oh yeah,
he likes to get his fitness on, man. Stay in shape. Good for him. He's got to go out cruising later. Gotta be fit, dude.
Gotta look good for his man.
Let's see here. I just remembered that I think I might have a recording of Linda Blair's Comic-Con panel on an SD card somewhere. She was at my state's con years ago. Well, that's great. They let you film it, dude. Like the cons that I go to, man, they're like, put your camera down.
Yeah, we got kicked out of the panel one time because you were filming what's her name?
Nev Campbell.
Nev Campbell.
Yeah. What else? I'm at Scream.
Oh yeah, sorry.
But yeah, I guess you could get away with it if you're on your phone, if you're really sneaky, or maybe like if you're sitting down, like, and you kind of like got it up. That's probably how people get away with it, when they're sitting down and people can't really notice. But if you're standing in the back, like I'm like doing,
we just need to get the glasses, dude. Recording glasses.
Oh, I think there's people that do that now already.
Yeah,
a lot of these fucking people on like short reels and make content. They go up to people with their fucking glasses and they fucking like they don't tell them they're being recorded and stuff.
Yeah,
it's kind of. Hide them in those fucking grandpa glasses, dude.
Yeah, I should.
Let's see, I think everyone has an OLED but me. Are you one of those guys that didn't get an HD TV? So there's people that are still like they're playing PlayStation 4 on like a 1080p TV, dude.
And I just got when I get an OLED last year, and I got like the model, the C3 model that was like a couple years prior to that, and now they're even cheaper, man. It's crazy how.
Oh, I could get like a fucking C5 for cheaper than I got my fucking C3 like a year and a half ago. It's just like, I know I would like for this. I eventually want to like replace all the stuff in my house with these, and I want to put a nice size OLED in my master, and then at least my guest room.
And at first I didn't think it would make a difference, but
like, it makes a big difference.
It makes a huge, just the whole, like the blacks, how deep it is. And just, I mean, if you're watching 4K, man, it just pops so much. It's that. And then, I mean, I have a Dolby Atmos. I mean, it's the sound bar with the Atmos with the speakers in the back, but it's awesome. It's just like a Vizio setup, but having that too, man, it's like, that's all I need. I don't even need to go to the theaters anymore, so I'm good.
Yeah, I turn out the lights in here, and I got ambient lighting and stuff like that. And yeah, you surround yourself with a good. I mean, I'm rocking the how do you say it? Clips, K-lips. I don't know how you say the brand. Clips, whatever. Clip. I've got the 5s. They're great. And my chair though, where I really want to watch movies, my recliner.
Yeah,
it's in the other room right back there, and I don't have that's I want to put a TV like that in there, because when I do go in there and watch movies, I do tend to watch more stuff in here now. But if it's a Blu-ray, I take it in there. Like, okay, I can justify just watching a Blu-ray in here, even though the 4K players that we got, they upscale Blu-rays real nice. They look great on the OLED.
Do you watch your movies with headphones?
No, God,
okay.
God, no.
I didn't know.
Do you?
No, I don't.
No,
I didn't know, because since you have it like your OLEDs as a monitor, I didn't know if you did that. I know you say they have the clips, but I mean, still, I didn't know if it was
I've got
sound or anything like that. Or
I've got separate studio monitors for the PC stuff.
Okay,
that I use for everything else, and then when I put it in TV mode, I've got these for the Dolby. Yeah, totally different. Possession's a must see, Todd. The Sam Neill is in that. Yeah, Sam Neill, low-key Scream King.
I love Sam Neill, man. He's great.
He's really great. And Satan, that's right. The Wailing's a masterpiece. Did you watch that because of my suggestion? It's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Love it. And you can get that 4K on the cheap. There's a Blu-ray too, but you might as well just get the 4K.
Aaron's turning everybody on. He turned me on. He's turned Satan on. Maybe he'll turn Jesus on next.
No, good. Don't say that again.
I'm just kidding.
We're gonna clip that. Try having a spinal tap done. That shit sucks.
Oh,
yeah. My mom had spinal taps, dude, back in the day, and she always talk about it. It sounds fucking terrible. All right, where are we at in the film, Todd?
So he's working out. It looks like we have the doctor here, right?
Yeah, not Gene Hackman.
Yeah, they're talking about what they need to do with Regan. Kind of like the Exorcist was like the last resort, of course. So they need to kind of like diagnose her before they actually go down that road, because that's the last thing they want to do. So it's just kind of I wouldn't consider it slow, but they're just they're pretty much doing every avenue, trying to figure out exactly what they can do with like science before they get into like the religious stuff.
Yeah, and then when they get Caress to go to the church and they get him on board, he's inexperienced or whatever, so they don't want him to do it, directly. So the only caveat that they'll allow it, because this is the Catholic Church here, man. It's like they rule the fucking world, and they have to get approval, and they literally have to call fucking the Vatican, and fucking it goes down the channels and get like approval from on high. And the caveat is like, hey, you got to get this guy Marin to do it. You got to get the OG,
the master.
Yeah, and that's where that's going to come from. But Satan likes when evil lurks.
Okay,
John, I think seen Cemetery Man. I can't get into it. There you go. Who knew? Me and the devil.
Yeah, I mean you and Satan.
I don't know, man. It just couldn't really get into it. Hey, what's up? We got Michael B. Jordan in the chat. Hi,
awesome,
is this live? Yeah, we're live, man. We actually just started trying to stream on Kick. So thank you.
Good to have you on board, man. Sinners is great. I liked it. A lot of fun, man.
Bullshit. Yeah, we're live, man. Sorry if I'm a little late getting to your message, but yeah, we're live. Yeah, I guess on Kick, you're probably like in an echo chamber because we don't have a lot of action on Kick yet, but we're multicasting out on YouTube, out on Meta and all that stuff. So yeah, that's where we're talking to all these people, man. But thanks for tuning in, man. And you can always feel free to follow us on YouTube. But yeah, watching The Exorcist. Blano, Dog Day Afternoon, and Serpico are excellent 70s films. Yes. Both awesome.
Yes.
Both
I watched Serpico for the first time a few years back, and I loved it. Yeah.
I'll do you one in the back. I love the old Pacino voice, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And Pacino, that guy, you would have thought he was filming Cruising while filming that movie, because every fucking scene he's like decked out. Like I've never seen a cop that dressed on fleek like fucking Pacino. He's like dressed like super, like he's going somewhere.
Oh yeah,
his hair's so like Farrah Fawcett feathery,
and
he's got those like Italian like heel boots and shit like that. I mean, that guy.
Yeah, I love Cruising. I think it's a fantastic movie.
Cut that one too. I love Cruising. There's so many good clips here, dude. We gotta get us.
Cruising is man. I wish I can cruise. I'm just kidding.
Cruising makes you feel good.
No, but it's a fantastic movie. It's really good.
We gotta have somebody help us create a soundboard one of these days. Somebody that knows where all this funny shit is. Timestamp it or clip it, and we'll have to do the soundboard, because I love Cruising. I love that.
I love Cruising.
I'm a floating head. We'll have to do that all the time. I love Cruising. Alpha says Sidney Lumet is great. I would go deep into The Exorcist, but I don't want to offend anyone. Okay, yeah.
You wouldn't offend us. What it's just we want to keep it lighthearted.
I know where you're going with that, Satan. And that will be quite the divisive conversation going down that road.
Which everybody has their opinion on that stuff, so I don't really care what you think. Anybody thinks about it.
Casino's a good movie, John. I like Casino a lot.
Yeah.
Casino's great. I tend to pair Casino with Goodfellas.
I like Casino better.
Do you?
Yes.
And I kind of go back and forth on them, But yeah, Taxi Driver kind of stands on its own. Last Temptation definitely stands on its own. When it comes to The Exorcist, I hate to be that guy, but the book is better.
See, I never read the book, Alpha. I need to read the book, man.
I don't know how to read.
It's maybe you could find it, maybe an audiobook on YouTube. I'm sure it's on YouTube. I'll have to listen to that.
Yeah. Let's see. Alpha, the book is good, but it dwells too much on trying to find a natural explanation, like the movie a little bit. I prefer the film myself.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Sanov? Por favor. I don't know what that P4 are. I like Mike Flanagan, but can they just leave classics alone? They don't need fixing. Yeah. What is your guys' opinion about the Mike Flanagan thing?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to pull some of that stuff up.
They're never going to let this movie go because it was such a huge movie. I mean, didn't this movie do like $500 million in 1973?
Like 413 million, I think.
What is that in today's dollars? Like $3.5 billion?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
In fucking sane.
Yeah.
And it was the highest grossing horror movie of all time until It Chapter 1 came out, but it wasn't adjusted for inflation.
Mm-hmm.
It just beat the actual number. But if you take inflation, this movie destroys it. I mean, it's just, they're never going to let it go. It's always going to get re-brought up. They're going to keep serializing it, making new movies, whatever they got to do. I never saw the was it a Fox show with Gina Davis or that didn't last but a year or two. God, didn't Reagan appear in that too? But I never saw that, and they're never going to let it go. And I just kind of miss back in the day where it's like, hey, if we're going to make a sequel, we're going to put George C. Scott in it and Fabio and Patrick Ewing.
And so Flanagan's Exorcist just started production a week ago, I believe. And first filming was in New York City. So, of course, this was shot in Georgetown.
Was it actually shot in Georgetown? I know it takes place in Georgetown. It looks like DC.
Yeah, because I think they have like the stairwell and everything. Like people still like go to that and take photos and all that shit, which I would love to see that, man. That'd be great.
Yeah. Now that the streets are cleaned up, we can go to DC.
But yeah, you can go see Scarlett Johansson, the new Exorcist, which I don't get it. Flanagan,
who else is in it? There's other people like Lawrence Fishburne, and right? Is he in it, or am I thinking Believer? Look up the cast. I'm like getting all screwed up with it. Drone of the Dead, welcome to the chat again. He says, I like Flanagan, cautiously optimistic about this one, still waiting on his Dark Tower adaptation.
Yeah, I could say the same. I am cautiously optimistic. Well, just the fact that Johansson's in it doesn't that kind of just rubs me up.
But there's other cast members too. God, if Glenn Powell's in this, I'm gonna fucking jump off that staircase myself.
Let's see who is in this.
Oh, Drone. Yeah, you were on Alpha Stream last week, the Kollection, dude. I watched that. I saw you for the first time.
Oh, Drone, man. Yeah, good to see you, brother. Yeah.
That was cool. I was in the chat.
Show. Yeah.
Lingering
dude,
around.
Your room is awesome too, by the way, brother.
Todd can't wait to see it one day.
Come on.
From the bed up.
I'll
stop. He can't wait to see the popcorn ceiling, dude. Fucking shaking drywall onto him.
I'm a married man, brother.
Hey, there's lots of people on Craigslist that are married and they don't care. It doesn't count if it's a just kidding.
Oh, your boy John Leguizamo's in it, dude.
That's right. John Leguizamo. I'm sorry. I can't take Cholo seriously in The Exorcist.
No, hell no, dude.
I
was bad enough in Land of the Dead, man.
I can't take the Pest seriously in The Exorcist. I can't take Luigi seriously in The Exorcist. It just doesn't do it for me, man. I don't know.
Diane Lane, she's in it. She is a fox. I've always loved Diane Lane.
Yeah.
Always had a thing for her. Lawrence Fishburne's in this.
You'd break her hip these days, Diane Lane. She's getting up there, but okay.
Let me see how old she is, though. She's got to be in the 60s, maybe.
That's so funny.
She still looks good, man.
She's old.
So
she's done. I'm just kidding. No, she's
born in 65, dude. She's like what, 60?
She's 61.
Yeah, that's not old, dude.
Let's see. Alpha, it does a better job of exhausting every other possible explanation until they finally have no other choice. As someone who isn't religious at all, I appreciate that. Talking about the book. And even then, it never fully commits to the fact that it's demon possession. And I'm just not a huge fan of Friedkin as a filmmaker.
Wow, okay.
He's a little all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, he's kind of like on a smaller scale, he's kind of like a Kubrick where he made a lot of different kind of movies. But he did a couple of for hire type movies. Like he did that Benicio del Toro. No, what is it? Was it the Benicio? What was that Benicio del Toro movie in the 90s with Anthony Hopkins? Hunted, or what was it? What was it?
Hunted. Yeah, The Hunted.
I think he did that, and he did some like
Bug. He did Jade. I remember Jade. He did. I still want to watch Rampage. That came out from Kino, I believe. They put that out, and that's about, I think, a serial killer. So
that's got Michael Biehn in it, right? Is
Rampage?
that is Rampage the Michael Biehn one?
Yeah, Michael Biehn.
Yeah, that's been on my list for a while. I haven't seen. I was listening to Michael Bihn's podcast. He was talking about working on that movie. And he says Friedkin was the biggest fucking asshole ever, and he threatened to walk from the movie. And contractually kind of had him by the balls, and he still did it. But
he's an asshole director. But I mean, like, some of these scenes in this film, like when he wasn't happy with like some of like this, like
I was like Dr. Phil, dude. I'll be right back. You'll be right back.
The actor wasn't scared enough, so he fired a live round in the air just to make the actor jump, dude. Which I mean, that type of directing is crazy, man. But I appreciate it, as a film goer.
Weston, this has got to be the tagline to the film, the adult film we make with starring Todd. Maybe he'll turn Jesus on next. Like he's been through them all. The kids come to town. John, I think possession is mostly schizophrenia in the real world. I just think all the science stuff in the book gets tedious. I can't stand Mike Flanagan. See, I don't hate Mike Flanagan.
I don't either.
I think there's a space for him, and he's one of these directors. Like now we got Zach Cregers, who is becoming like an it guy to make mainstream horror films, and you kind of need those guys, to usher in people. And I know Mike Flanagan does like the House on Haunted Hills and all those Netflix series, and those are totally fine.
Dr. Sleep was a good movie. It wasn't great. I liked it enough. Midnight Mass was pretty good too.
Does anybody know how they filmed this? Did they just put like a giant fucking like wind machine in the room and blow all this shit?
Oh, I'm sure, dude. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's wild just to see her like stabbing herself. It's kind of hard watching even like any kind of kid in the scene.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure that's the stunt person, they probably cut away, and I'm pretty sure they didn't make a kid put her mom's face in her vagina.
Beating the shit out of her mom.
I love how red that blood looks, man, on that that pops on that HDR, dude. It looks really cool. Yeah, it's really neat. But I think Mike Flanagan, the first film I saw him do was Oculus, which I thought, when I saw Oculus, I'm like, hey, this is solid.
Did you ever see Gerald's Game?
Yeah, I saw Gerald's Game. It's solid.
Okay.
It's got E.T. With his he's watching that E.T. is watching the eclipse in that Lawrence Claiborne universe of
Henry
Stephen
Thompson.
King. Yeah, E.T. He's watching the eclipse that goes on in Lawrence Claiborne because it's like the Stephen King universe and everything's going on. And he's got his daughter in his lap, and they're like watching the eclipse together while he's jacking off. And he's like, just keep looking. Just keep looking at the sun, baby.
God.
It's fucked up. Weird. It's fucked up. And that's supposed to be, I think, how do you say her name? I just know her as Becca. Carla Gugino.
Carla Gugino, yeah.
She's an attractive woman. This is like her trauma, and you see the flashbacks of her growing up, and E.T. is her dad. But it's a good adaptation. Anyway, they used to have an Exorcist audiobook on YouTube. I think it's read by Blatty himself. It's great.
Oh, wow.
Okay. That would be cool. We should put that on the list and see if that's out there still. I'm sure it is. Alpha says, I don't get Mike Flanagan love. He's the modern day Mick Garris. Oh, yeah, he actually kind of is. Yeah.
I mean, he has a couple good movies, though. I mean,
Mick Garris was given a couple of theatrical shots. They never gave Mick Garris the keys to an Exorcist theatrical series starring, Scarlett Johansson. So he's a little higher than Mick Garris. Let's be a little kind to him.
Did Mike Flanagan top Sleepwalkers?
I thought you were going to say, did Mike Flanagan touch you? What did he do to you?
Did he top Sleepwalkers from Mick Garris?
Yeah, that was one of his chances. In the theatrical world,
I take Sleepwalkers over Dr. Sleep.
Sleepwalkers, it has a special place in my heart because I used to be on all the time on WGN during the day, like on a Saturday in the afternoon.
He used to turn you on that he was like making
fucking his mom.
Mother, dude.
Yeah, what?
I'm just kidding, dude.
Clip. They just used to turn you on. We can cut my audio out of that so it doesn't interrupt you, and you can go, did it just turn you on? Him making out with his mom.
No, I said it turns you on.
No, you said, did it just turn you on? As if you were you. There's so many good audio clips I'm gonna get out of this.
Oh god.
And like I said, I'm muting my audio out of it, so it's gonna sound even more awkward.
Fuck you.
No, fuck you and your kink, dude. All right. I wanna pull back Mick Garris's hair and ride him like a pony. That beautiful white golden locks of his, dude.
Good old Mick Garris.
It chapter 1 is gruesomely overrated. Yeah, I agree. I like the 90 miniseries better too. I'm not a fan of the Andy Muschietti film. Drone of the Dead, I like Flanagan. Cautiously Optimistic. Oh, you already said that. Yeah.
Dark Tower.
He's doing Dark Tower. That's right.
I think so.
Let's see. Yeah, it's got some Flanagan regulars in it. Does it have the dude that played Slater in
Mario Lopez?
Days and Confused Slater.
Oh,
don't get excited. Okay. I know you're edging right now with all this turn on talk. All I had to do was say fucking Slater to get you over the edge, dude. And I can't.
You know how big of a Saved by the Bell fan I am. My wife and I watch that every weekend. We eat our bowls of cereal watching Saved by the Bell, dude. On Sunday.
This guy that we're talking to right now in the chat, he lost his hand virginity to the Greg Louisiana story starring Mario Lopez.
Oh God.
Is there blood in the pool?
Is there blood in the pool?
And Todd's like, I don't know, but there's cum in my stomach.
Oh, Jesus.
That's
no. So my it's a funny story. My wife and I so we are friends at a grocery store. We met at a grocery store. The first thing we bonded on was Saved by the Bell. So she would have come over to my apartment and we would get we get wasted and watch Saved by the Bell and just have a great old time. And ever since then, man, it's the one thing that brings us back together. Like just like the Breakfast at Tiffany song. They say we have nothing in common. So Saved by the Bell is that one thing.
So if you ever have a little tiff, you're like, we made this like therapy told us this. Turn on Saved by the Bell whenever it's getting tense, and you bond.
I said, what about Saved by the Bell? Right?
Do you guys bond over the college years?
It's okay. We watch it. We watch Good Morning Miss Bliss is okay too. But
would you rather watch College Years or Good Morning Miss Bliss? College Years.
No, I'd probably watch Good Morning Miss Bliss.
Really? You like Mikey and all those generic bootleg?
Yes. When I was younger, I would have said the College Years, but it just got worse and worse, man.
John with Diane Lane, I would be tender. You'd have to, dude. You're gonna fucking break her back, man.
I love Diane Lane, man.
No, she's great. She's great. I mean, she's in the greatest movie of all time, Judge Dredd. Chris Pratt's going to be able to talk to the demons in the new ScarJo flick, right? Is it Chris Pratt? Don't tell me Chris Pratt is in.
I don't think so.
Oh God,
I didn't see Chris Pratt in that.
Okay, you're scaring me, dude. I mean, you're gonna make me. I don't want Glenn Powell and I don't want Chris Pratt.
No, let me see if Chris Pratt's in it. Double check. No, he's not in that.
If you follow any of Flanagan's stuff, he's the priest in Midnight Mass. Aha, okay.
Yeah, which Midnight Mass is great. I really enjoyed Midnight Mass.
I didn't watch that.
Yeah, I'd recommend it, Aaron.
There's a compilation vid on YouTube somewhere of Friedkin talking shit for 10 minutes straight. I don't give a flying fuck into a rolling donut about what Pacino thinks.
That's why I like these directors, man. You got to call it these prima donna actors, dude.
I think Cruising's a great film.
Yeah, I love it, man.
I love it when that big Mandingo cowboy comes in with the jock strap and just bitch slaps. So funny. It's one of the funniest scenes of all time. Just bitch slaps, dude. I love it.
Yeah.
I send that shit to Mac all the time, that fucking gif.
Oh, really?
I do. He doesn't know where it came from. He's like, what the fuck? Why do you keep sending this to me?
Oh, he just got puked on. Oh, yeah.
Look how much the colors pop on this.
Oh, yeah. And some people don't like the pea soup look. I think it's charming, man. It's great.
No, I love it. And there's just something about the 4K on this, guys, especially if you've got Dolby support. The colors in this movie, they just come alive.
This isn't even the 4K. This is 720.
Yeah.
This is just my 4K. I downgraded it.
Let's see here. My favorite scene is the levitation scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude, this movie is responsible for
that is really the creepiest scene in my opinion is levitation, man.
I've told the story in the past. It's so funny, but when you're making a movie, you always got to you got to cater to like the people that are going to buy the film. And in the case, like the foreign market's really big for horror. And I remember I was working with my buddy Randall one time, and we were trying to get funding for this script I wrote that he was going to direct. And this one party, they read it, and their note was, needs more levitation. Levitation sells. Like you need it because you have to put it for a trailer. I'm like,
what year was this? Levitation sells. That was probably like what, 2012?
Yeah, probably 2013.
Yeah, that's when it was selling. Yeah,
2013, something like that. Yeah. And it's just so funny. Like needs more levitation. And I always think about this. Needs more, and I joke about it, and I joke about it with people that aren't in on the joke. Like whenever I was saying this with the film I did, I'm like, needs more levitation. And nobody if they asked, I'd explain to them the whole story. But I always found it so fucking funny because they want that shit just to put in a trailer somewhere. And I legit rewrote the script and I put a levitation scene in it.
Shit, you did.
Yeah. And then it ended up falling through with that financing, but actually it worked. Like where I actually found it, because I'm like, where are you gonna put levitation in this shit?
So they were right the whole time.
It's well, I had to get creative and really like branch out. But it's like it's like handing somebody Breakdown with Kurt Russell and being like, needs more levitation. Like, how am I gonna have someone levitating in this movie? There's nothing about levitation in this movie. You gotta make it work, man. You gotta play.
What are you, Chris Angel, dude?
Chris Angel, dude.
Mind freak,
dude. I remember one time in these heated Chris Angel made a career out of levitating.
Oh, there you go.
Did you see that comment?
No, I didn't see the comment. Oh, my comment.
It's so funny because like Chris Angel made a career out of levitating like a centimeter off the ground and passing out because it was too much. Or was that David Blaine? That was
no, it was Chris Angel, dude. I think, yeah.
And they would do that trick where you'd step on like one foot and be like
it calls energy out of him. Yeah.
And Chris, one time, you know how it's like, not getting into details, but you know how in the last 10 years it's been like politically fucking intense everywhere. And I remember there was a post, I think it was the remember there was the Vegas shooter.
Oh yeah.
That might have been like 10 years ago at this point, I don't remember, but the guy that shot up that country music festival from whatever hotel that was, there was Chris Angel made a post about it. And you know, of course everybody makes that about like gun control and politics. And I made an honest comment, and I was agreeing with Chris Angel, and kind of like basically it was basically about like, everybody keep the fucking politics out of it. This is a shitty situation. Yeah. And he must have been fucking tense as fuck because everybody was like, he was, you know, making it political in the comments. And I said something that was very nonpartisan, and he fucking attacked me, dude. He's like, dude, this fucking guy right here. I didn't say anything, Chris Angel. And I fucking just like say, hey man, you got me wrong, brother. And then, but I got
the mind freaking out on you, dude.
I fucking,
out on you, dude.
Yeah, dude. It fucking.
My son would say, "Why are you crashing out on me, Dad?"
Yeah, he crashed out on me. All right. That's so funny. Rest in peace, Sean Boyle. I'm fucking around. All those shit Jurassic Park films they made with Pratt. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. It's right. He's the male equivalent to Scarlett Johansson. Yeah. Where it's like, I honestly couldn't believe they put her in this. Like, she's in everything. Like, she's literally getting in every franchise, dude. It's like, gosh, I'm tired of you, man.
Oh, I love this, dude. Yeah, they tie her to the bed. They tied up the bedposts and everything so she can't hurt herself. And yeah,
shout out to the lighting, dude. I think the lighting in this film was fantastic. Is this
again?
Is this where she says, "Being too much a vulgar display of power"? This is where Pantera got the title for vulgar display of power.
Oh yeah.
Remember, he says, "Show me, like, show me your power." He's like, because Pazuzu makes some threat, and he says, "Show me, do it." And he just goes, "It's too much. It's too much a vulgar display of power. Like, I can't do it." Which is funny because, like, what is that? I love that, dude. What is that? The holy water, dude.
Oh, yeah.
This is the only movie in the history of ever that holy water ever worked.
Because holy water, death breath.
It worked
in Lost Boys.
Ever since The Exorcist, though, I feel like holy water's always been like this MacGuffin where they're like, oh, it doesn't hurt me. Unless it's Freddy. They even tried holy water.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
They even tried he's like, as he say, my favorite. He's like, my favorite. They even tried holy water.
Yeah.
To be fair, it worked for a minute, Freddie.
Dude, the only problem with this film is every time I see Father Marin, dude, I think of
Gets you hard.
No, I think of what's his face.
James Woods.
James Woods.
Now you see James Woods. He's even got like the same hairline as Woods in that movie.
He looks exactly like James Woods, dude.
From certain angles, yeah, James Wood knocked that role out of the park, dude.
Oh my god.
God, I wish they could put James Wood in Scary Movie 6.
Oh, that'd be so great.
I wish, dude, but nobody wants to hire him for some reason because they're pussies.
Yeah.
But James Woods is a treasure, dude.
He's so good, man.
I still think you have to watch what is that movie? Split Image? The movie about the cult?
Oh, is that the one with
Peter Fonda as the cult leader? Yeah, it's got Karen Allen. She's in the cult. And
that's a keynote title, I believe, too, right?
Oh no, that was no, I got that on the cheap for like MVD or something.
Oh,
it's a cheapo.
Peter Fonda, James Woods, 1982. Yeah, I need to watch. Oh, that's on Tubi. I'll have to.
Yeah, and the main star is Fred from Roseanne, the guy from Caddyshack.
Okay.
When he was kind of like almost a thing. And James Woods is fantastic. And he's this like freelance guy that used to have a job and now he like works for himself, and his whole job, people hire him on the side. When the law is not taking this cult seriously, people come to him and to get their kids out of this cult through any means necessary. And his job is not only to get them out of the cult and kidnap them. His job is to basically beat the cult out of them. It's fucking awesome, dude. He's fantastic. I can't say enough. And no one ever talks about it. Now, if I ever got to talk to James Woods, I would bring that movie up in 2 seconds. He's so good.
One movie I did watch recently that if you haven't seen it, well, I mean, I know if you've seen it, I'm saying in the chat, it is a shitty, fun movie. It's Children of the Corn Part 2, The Final Sacrifice. It is fucking ridiculous, dude. It's so funny, man. Yeah. Death scenes in that are amazing.
Haven't seen that one in a minute. I've only seen the first 3 though. I never seen past 3. You've seen 3?
I don't remember 3. I need to go back and watch 3.
3 it's got a weird soft spot because it's one of those movies I rented in the 90s in that mom and pop shop in Kentucky I always talk about. So I watched it when I was kind of cutting my teeth on a lot of horror movies. I literally rented Children of the Corn 3 at the same time I was renting Hellraiser 1 and 2 for the first time, and like some real heavy hitters. But I was also renting Haunted Ween, and it was just like a free for all. And
I remember that cover that everywhere. Yeah, that Children of the Corn Part 3.
But so when I watch it now, it's like it's quintessential 90s straight to video horror, which is kind of charming.
Yeah,
because I think it was straight to video, and it's now famous for being like Eva Mendes's first movie because she's technically in it a little bit.
Gotcha. No, it's streaming on Pluto. I'll have to watch that.
Just seen the first Children of the Corn. I like the first Children of the Corn. I don't think it's groundbreaking or like the greatest movie of all time. But it's a fun movie. The fact that it was based off a short story, it's a great little short little popcorn flick, and Linda Hamilton's great, and I love Outlander, We Have Your Woman. I like the concept of it's really cool and creepy. Creepy kids, dude. Creepy kids is a very, very scary topic that'll never not be scary.
And that never really came out of my radar until I started having kids. Like now it does creep me out because my kid sleepwalks, or he did when he was younger, and that used to scare the shit out of me, dude. What movie I was watching? I was watching a Scream film before we did we were going to do a podcast, and I was watching a Scream film. My kid comes out, he's sleepwalking, he starts talking to me just out of nowhere. It freaked me out, dude. And of course, I just have to bring him back to bed and put him in bed, and he goes right back to sleep. But
did he show up in your doorway like a sleep demon, dude?
No, he's pretty much sleeps in his underwear, dude. And it's not that one. I mean, remember that my other son who was doing the same thing, dude?
Yeah,
he's like standing behind the light, dude. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, I know. And that reminds me, he was standing behind the light. It reminded me of the Simpsons, Mr. Burns, the X-Files episode. You seen that?
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
That's a great Simpsons episode where Mulder and Scully guest star as Mulder and Scully, and they're investigating Homer had an alien sighting, and they come to town. Anyway, it's little glow in the dark alien. I bring you love. And that's what your son reminded me of. I bring you peace. He's like this little thing.
It's fun.
You know what, John? He has a soft spot for the original, but the rest of the Korn movies suck. I tell you what, if they ever decide to remake Children of the Corn with a big budget, they need to make Korn the band do the soundtrack.
Yes,
money,
fun. Yeah.
Print money. Yeah, help me. She's gonna help me on her belly, and this movie kind of popularized a lot of tropes. And we've all seen like the branding on the skin. That shit's happened in a lot of movies, and now it kind of comes off hokey. It's a little hokey now, but this movie started so much.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think Reagan actually wrote "Help Me" on the stomach? I get it. It's like her reaching, or was that still the devil? Was that still the Pazuzu trying to like cause confusion?
No, I thought that was Reagan, like
trying to fight, like, hey, I'm here.
Out.
But how does she do that? Like, is she like Nightmare on Elm Street 2, where she's inside Freddy's body?
That's what I thought. Yeah,
and she's like, she's like riding on the inside of the stomach lining.
Yeah. She's only like half of her own body, or maybe a quarter of it.
But is she inside her stomach? How do you physically ride it? Or she's like her brain power?
Yeah.
And why does she have demon powers to make fucking Braille appear on her belly?
That's a good question.
I'm just wondering.
No, I don't know.
So, guys, look at how long it takes for us to really. Now we're talking about actually getting the Exorcist done. We gotta get
Marin's coming.
Marin's coming. It takes a long time. This guy looks like the bootleg Freddy, dude. It's like Horseshack. This looks like a.
And we only get Marin for the first 15 minutes, and then the last half an hour.
Even this meeting hall looks beautiful.
Yeah,
it's really, really something. Yeah, Satan, are you supposed to wake up a sleepwalker? I always heard tall tales that if you woke up a sleepwalker, you could give him like a heart attack or send him in a shock or something. Or is that a myth, or is that just should you just not do it to like an old person?
No,
won't scare an old person.
Yeah, you should. I talked to my kid's doctor, and they said you should just bring him back to bed, and they usually fall right back to sleep. But it was sleepwalking and night terrors as well. Like my kids went through the night terrors phase. That was fucking crazy too. Just out of nowhere, they wake you up at a dead sleep, like screaming bloody murder, dude. Like they're dying, dude. It's
like Dylan on Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Yeah,
because, he was like, never sleep. And he screams and gets woke up. But what is the science behind? I mean, it sounds like common sense, but I just know it as common sense because it's been drilled in my head. But what makes it different than waking up somebody sleeping, where you can do that? Like sometimes you can wake somebody up like aggressively, like what? You freak them out. Like if you wake them up aggressive in bed.
I think you just said it right there. I think it would freak him out knowing they're standing there in the middle of the living room without any clothes on, dude. And they're just like, what the fuck happened, dude?
I guess that's it. Yeah.
If they wake up in bed, it's a totally different story. So I don't know.
You ever, you know what I'm talking about? You wake someone up kind of aggressively in bed, and you're like, it takes you a second to come to. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I get you. All right. But you don't think it would like give him a heart attack. It would just freak him out.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Here comes the new metal corn. No, Satan. No. I'm going to keep it to your era. I'll keep it to the 80s, and set good old devil rock. Stomach is second brain. What's up, fine weather? How you doing?
Hey, fine.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess if you woke up suddenly or whatever, you might lose control of your stomach and your bowels too.
Yeah.
You shit yourself, dude.
Be Reagan should be pissing all over the living room.
Imagine if you woke me up in the middle of me wearing my underoos, dude. There'd be nowhere to hide. I would just like shit myself and then.
Have you ever sleptwalked? I remember doing it twice. First time I did, I was vomiting all over the bathroom, dude, and I woke up on the floor, dude. And this was before I started drinking. So this is when I was younger. Oh. And that freaked me out. And the other time, I think I was just hammered and I woke up and I pissed all over the floor or something like that. But yeah.
I'm not a drinker. I've never drank in my life. So I don't have those stories. But when I pissed in our toy box. What the haunted house, the haunted basement.
Yeah.
I was too afraid to go upstairs and use the restroom, which was upstairs on the main level, because I had to go up the stairs and I had to cross. that's where that cubbyhole was where that little girl lived, and she was on the stair. I had to go over there, and I didn't want to go anywhere near there. So I didn't look. I got up. If I would hold it for as long as I could, like to where I was in pain. And when I couldn't hold it any longer, I just got up, went to the other direction of the room with that shit behind me, and I literally would piss in my brother's toy box and just play it off like, oh, I didn't do it, because I couldn't do it, man. Hey, what's going on? Stomach is the second brain. And then Satan says, I thought the cock was the second brain. And then Fine Weather says, well, all the best to you and yours. Perhaps you should drink and chill out some more. Yeah, I mean, maybe, I need a vice, dude. I lack vices in this life.
Yeah, you've never been into that stuff. And I totally respect that. I mean, to each their own, man.
I try and channel my vices into positive things if I can. I mean, I've got sometimes I get like obsessive over certain things, but they're not like super harmful. But luckily I'm not like a gambling guy or whatever. Maybe if anything, like if I want to feel, I've been one of those guys where it's like you're in bed at night and you want, buying a new movie. Everybody's done that where you've like surfed online and you buy something you shouldn't, dude.
Yeah.
Or you're like half asleep and you don't remember buying something. Like, when did I buy this? That's a little cathartic, but I've never gotten crazy with that stuff. And if I want to like fixate on something, will do it with like guitar playing or something else. And, because it's just about like directing your attention onto something.
I love this how in this room where you can actually see the breath. I think this is all done like, I mean, they icebox this room, so it's not like they're using like CGI or anything like that.
Well, back then, how did they get the room that cold? They did they just put like wall units, like a couple?
I'm sure. Yeah, I think they did. Yeah,
like a few wall units in there to get up frigid, because nothing. Central air is great. It's one of the greatest inventions to mankind, but nothing gets colder than a wall unit in like a small room.
Well, they were saying like the actual temperature was like like 2 degrees. Like it was like, I don't know if they should film this in like an ice box or like, I don't know how they did this, dude.
Yeah,
let me look it up.
Dude, I don't know. You ever been to a Motel 6 with a wall unit
That's true.
And you fucking blast that thing in that little like 100 square foot room, and then you leave for the day and you come back? That thing is like sub-zero temperature.
You're hot and sweaty at midnight when you go to bed and you wake up and it's like 2 degrees in there. Yeah.
The greatest. I don't care. It's the greatest feel. I know like these hotels have like more centralized type of air units now, but there was no greater feeling than going to like a shitty tiki motel in that wall unit, and the room is so small, and a lot of times the walls are made of damn stone. It's like a cell block prison, and yeah, when you leave the room and you come back to that ice block, it is such a crisp feeling, man. I don't know, it's great.
Bedroom is set built inside a specifically constructed refrigeration cocoon. On a sound stage. Yeah. Okay. For large freezer units, kept the room temperatures between -20 degrees Fahrenheit and -30 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow.
Yikes. Well,
that was brutal cold then.
Why would it have to be that cold?
Because he wanted to see their breath, dude. I mean, you think
you don't need -30 to see the breath, and also
see a lot of the breath, though. I don't know.
It's like the firing the gun thing. I want you to shiver. I want you guys to feel it.
Yeah. That's brutal, dude.
Hey, I stayed in a few motels that had those beds too that did that.
Oh,
put the quarter in, dude. Those are extinct. The quarter beds.
Oh, the massage beds. Remember they used to have they used to try to get you into those cheap motels by giving you free HBO, dude. Like, oh, they got free HBO, man. I'm going there.
Yeah. But the thing is, the HBO will be playing like the same 2 movies all month, and that's where I watch movies like Spawn and for the first, but I'm like, I would watch these movies over and over and over again. I remember like Spawn and Mars Attacks were on HBO at the same time, and we were staying at like some Motel 8 or something, and I just fucking just watched those movies over and over and over again. And you could watch regular TV, but you kind of felt like, well, we have HBO here. I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to watch the same 2 movies over and over and over and over again that have language and no censorship and whatnot.
Did you ever go to a hotel where you can order the Spice Channel, dude? No. Because then you go to the front desk and like, okay, and this will be $10 for the Spice Channel. Like, you have to sign off on that, dude, like in front of your parents, dude.
Oh, Ass Blast is full. Great choice, sir. Hey, what did you get caught doing that?
Oh no, I didn't ever did it, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm sure it happened quite a bit.
Aaron, you never tried a cold beer with salt and lime at a Mexican restaurant. It's so good.
Oh yeah,
No, I
he's
just
Aaron's never drank. I don't think.
never.
Yeah,
I've never smoked anything but pole. I'm just kidding. No, I've never smoked anything. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke anything. There's a part of me though that thinks it looks cool to smoke cigars. Like I
yeah.
kind of envy guys that go to the cigar bars, and those guys aren't like necessarily habitual smokers, but they're just like, hey, we go to the cigar bar and put up a cigar. It's different. That seems cool. I like the ritual of that. It seems cool. The gentleman's club. Just don't want to bother with it. And
Yeah, and I smoked cigarettes for like 10 to 15 years, and luckily I quit that. But
when did you actually quit?
before my kid was born, so it was probably about 2015.
And how old were you when you started? Because you weren't like a smoker in high school.
Yeah, I was.
Not a big time.
No, and I probably started junior senior year.
But you were kind of so that
Like
was
heavy smoker after that in college.
because I don't remember you smoking when I lived there, and then I left junior year. I left. I didn't come back second semester junior year.
Okay, so that's when I probably started. Yeah,
That's the effect I have on people. I make you pick up bad habits. No, and yeah. So I remember the first time I visited, which was after because I don't think you had graduated. I didn't visit senior year. I think I came like your first year after high school. I think it was the first time. And yeah, you were just lighting up. I remember you just like thought like, what the fuck that happened? But even then, I don't think it was like crazy.
Yeah, it was bad. Oh god, dude, look at this scene. Yeah.
So how do they do that? How do they pull off that effect?
Chris Angel, dude. They had Chris Angel on set.
Okay, that explains it. Okay, really, chat for real. How'd they pull that off?
Let me look this up.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. This is what do they spoof that on? They spoof that on Wayne's World.
Oh, they did everything. Does the power of Christ, dude? The power of Christ.
Or was it actually was it Austin Powers? Who did that?
I don't remember. Maybe it was. Cold levitation scene is filmed by placing the bedroom set inside a working. Well, no shit.
Was there a platform? Was there like a hidden platform under?
Sorry, that was the old thing. I gotta look that up again.
Yeah, the fridge. And this is before they could CG out any like devices or whatever.
All right. Using a specialized mechanical chair rig, an electric hoist, wire work.
Okay.
Requiring actors to be physically lifted while acting.
So I think this is where he's gonna like tell Karas to leave or whatever because he's gonna. I think he's shaken from like the whole mother stuff, and then when he comes back, Marin's dead. He's had a heart attack.
Of a heart attack. Yeah.
That's a cool. I love that shot, man. Dude.
That's
where you see the Pazuzu statue. It's really, really neat.
Which I'm kind of glad that they did the whole Marin death off screen. I thought that was, I was fine with that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he's been dealing with heart issues the whole movie. He's been taking those niacin pills or whatever the hell pills it is.
Which to Alpha's credit, where he was saying what he liked about the book, that's kind of keeping it on the fence because did the demon kill him or he's been having did the demon give him a heart attack? But we've seen him have the heart problems. He's taking the meds and stuff like that the whole film. Or was it this? There's little things in here still that kind of keep it slightly ambiguous.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. What's not ambiguous is the fact that Reagan's got all these cuts and she's talking like a fucking man and she's levitating. That's the only thing. And what does it do in the book? Does she levitate in the book? Like, does she? Because that's like obvious stuff. Like, I don't know, man. Like when I see someone levitate and turn around, Dana Barrett style, turn around upside down, because I like the Ghostbusters levitation scene. some of the stuff is like, okay, well, she's possessed. You can't talk it down to like being food poisoning. She ate like, some bad fucking beef or something. And
at this point, she's damn possessed, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I don't care how food poisoned you are. No one's projectile vomiting like that. And dude, her head spins around. The head spinning around.
Yeah.
And what do they think the spider walk gave away too much? I mean, the head spins around. Like that's.
I know they could have added. They should have added it in there.
Maybe I think it's just the placement on where it was. It just couldn't work. It didn't.
Because the spider walk, she had the blood coming out of her mouth too, right?
Maybe I can't quite recall.
Yeah.
If they would have kept, it's a really good jump scare because it's like real quick. Like what the fuck?
And of course, that's been done to death ever since. The spider walk. With all the newer shit.
Satan, I think you need at least 32 degrees to see your breath. Yeah, it does. That's what I'm saying. You don't need negative 32. I don't know why he's torturing.
Well, it depends on how much you want to see it, though. I'm sure you can't really see 32 degrees.
Yeah, this is pre-digital effects, so they could just punch it in after. No, I get it. In those cheap motels, sometimes you can see porn. Yeah. Todd knows all about
it. The good ones, man. Those are the good motels.
Well, all of the greatest movies had seedy motels in them, dude.
I love motels, dude. When I'm taking a road trip, I want to stay at a shit motel like that, man.
Yeah, well,
all bed bugs.
We're gonna be staying there at Living Dead weekend.
Oh yeah. So if you guys are thinking about going to Living Dead weekend, we are going to Living Dead weekend. So
what's funny is we're staying in the nicest probably hotel in Monroeville, which is not it's literally like a La Quinta.
Well, the only reason we're staying there is because it was highly, highly recommended by Alpha. He told us it was the Coup de Grace.
And Alpha, if you're still in the chat, I don't remember if it's the La Quinta or not. It's whatever you told us to book, and it's wherever you're staying, but it's something like that. But or maybe it's like a Fairfield Inn. Maybe it's like a Fairfield.
He says they have the best breakfast, the best breakfast buffet where we might be able to run into Tom Savini.
The box of mini Frosted Flakes aren't expired there. Yeah, I'm cool, dude. I don't need more than that.
Yeah, I don't need shit, dude.
I like going and do those little styrofoam bowls that are this big. They're like the size of like a little kid, and you get the little plastic eating cereal with like those little plastic spoons that are that big. How you fucking do that, dude?
Dude, when I'm on vacation, I could sleep in a liquor bottle, man. I don't care where I sleep.
Alpha is at Residence Inn.
Yeah,
we're staying wherever it is you're staying. I think you got run to there. I think, and our buddy Josh James is gonna go. He's gonna stay at too. It's whatever's right by the mall. It's the main one, so that might be it.
Yeah, I think I booked it for Thursday through Monday.
We're all gonna eat some dude. They're not even gonna have fucking Lucky Charms. They're gonna have magic stars and fruit rings.
I did look on the website. They have like the pool the size of I mean, it looks like a freaking blow up pool, dude. Like it's tiny ass pool. We need to get in the pool, dude, and see.
Todd, double check where we're staying because now he's Red Roof Inn Residence. I guess he doesn't know, but
okay. Let me look.
I thought we talked. We probably did, but go ahead and confirm. Yeah, watch, and the pool will be out of order, dude. I think you won't be able to use it.
See, Ken.
Oh
yeah.
Red Roof Inn has the bed bugs and the jizz stains. Well, that's not where we're going, but now I wish we were. Shit. We could is it like when you go to when you go to Abbey Road Studios in London and before you leave, everybody writes their name on the wall? We'd have to contribute to the fucking DNA on that place.
Oh, that's brutal, man.
Everybody signed the book, the guest book.
Yeah.
I feel like it's Fairfield. I don't know what it is, but it's one of those. Hey, what's up, Stacy?
Hey, Stacy. Residence Inn, Alpha.
Okay, Residence Inn. Where are you? I thought you were staying at the Residence Inn too.
Is he not?
I don't know. Let us know. Stacy's asking the best movie scene of the century, like this century or the 20th century. This century, movie scene in general. I don't know, man. I'm going to say Jackass 2 when Bam Margera is at the top of that fucking strongman thing that JT from Step by Step is hitting on the intro. And he's got the golden dildo that's going up his ass. That's the greatest scene in history.
Oh.
No, but for real though, I like in Jackass 2 where they trap Bam in the snake pit for something else. Like they think they fool him and think he's doing another skit, and they know he's deathly scared of snakes. And really, they dump a bunch of snakes on him, and he's freaking out, crying like a bitch. That's the greatest. Yeah, so Alpha's going to be at the Residence Inn. You never know. We might be dorm mates, the connected room.
Yeah, the connected doors, dude.
I can come in there and be like, sorry, Alpha, and walk in on you naked. I just want to see if you had any extra towels.
Be like Chris Farley did. Want me fluff your pillow?
We're just like willy-nilly going back and forth, not showing you any respect your space. You wake up in the morning and I'm like ass naked in your bathroom using your toothbrush. Todd was in our bathroom, so I just figured it's all right. You were sleeping.
Alpha, who's your favorite little rascal? Is it Alfalfa? Spanky.
Did you call them Alfalfa? Oh, Alfalfa. That's fucking weird. Housekeeping, you want me to check you off? What kind of hotel is this?
Yeah, that's a great movie. That's the best movie.
Yeah. Oh. So
okay, so now he's going back in there. He sees that he's had a heart attack, dead here, laying on the bed, and
what does she say?
Stone cold, dude. Look at him.
What does she say as response?
She starts laughing, dude. And he beats the shit out of her. I'll listen to it real quick.
Oh, is that how you do it? You just beat the shit.
CPR, dude. Dude looks like he's been dead like a week.
But they do CPR like this, and he's like just beating the shit out.
Priest know how to do CPR, dude.
He's like, out with the bad area with the good. Out with the bad area with the good. Ah! I love when he kicks him in the blinds, dude. Then he comes back and spits out his burger, dude.
You just have to lay back. Or whatever he says, dude.
I love that's what he does. He starts hitting him. Yeah. Alfalfa Romero. There you go.
Oh, take me. Yeah. So basically, he's offering himself for the demon. She pulls off the necklace. She rips it off, and then the demon goes into him.
And to protect her, he sacrifices himself and jumps out the window.
Yep.
And
cracks his head, and he falls down those stairs, which they used, of course, like foam rubber stairs, like they put some sort of coating. But yeah, they actually did the fall. Not, of course, it's a stunt double that did it, but
what a pussy, dude. Method. Yeah. He should have just hit the concrete, man.
Yeah,
like a real man.
Very cool though. Very cool, effective death scene. I really neat. I'd love to go to that stairwell. I mean,
how many people do you think take pictures like laying like
everybody,
and get someone to take a picture from the top?
Yeah.
Well, you think Max von Sydow has shit himself yet? Because they say you shit yourself when you die, but they never do in the movies.
Nah, probably. I'm sure.
The only time they ever see. Look, I know Dyer is like his father. Dyer's like his best friend, but there's just a little bit more there,
God, you just wanted there to be more. That's all there is. I
mean, the whole fucking internet does.
Your brain is in the gutter, man.
You think if you fell down and cracked your head, I'm holding your hand like that and mounting your ass like he is, dude? He's like over him, dude.
Oh,
not doing that. I mean, I'll do the fucking pills are good. Pills are good. I'll do that, dude. I'll
see, this helps.
I just pull out the mustard I'm carrying and just you falling down the fucking stairs, dude. I'm like, I think the cops might want me for some questioning.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then so when Reagan approaches, she doesn't remember anything.
Oh.
She's got total amnesia, but she's got this instinct. She sees the collar of the father, and she just gives him a kiss. Right? She knows. Like, I don't know why. But
saved. Yeah, the priest saved her life.
Yeah, and then they return the necklace to him. So it's a very nice, sweet gesture.
Yeah.
So I do you. This is a. Is there anybody that likes 3 better than 1? I think 1's the classic, but 3, they did the right thing with 3 where, now 2, they did the wrong thing where they made a completely fucking different movie that stands on its own, but it's just way too ambitious and fucking nuts. 3 it definitely feels like an Exorcist movie, but it's its own thing. And I love George C. Scott. If you can't, I like how they didn't do the Reagan thing. They didn't have any of that stuff, but I like they bring back Caress and all that stuff. But George C. Scott's fantastic. And it's just oh, look, I was wondering, Alpha, I was trying to dig you out. That's what Ice Cube would call a chick.
Okay.
Ice Cube used to be trying to find chicks to dig out, dude. I didn't mean to say it like that. But yeah, I was about to say, I feel like there's got to be people that like 3 better. Yeah, but doesn't Father Dyer just seem like he's just dire? Doesn't he feel like he's hurting a little extra?
Oh, absolutely. I did see the beginning, the Exorcist 4 in the theaters, and yeah, it was shitty.
Oh, the beginning, yeah. Which version? There's 2 versions.
Whichever one came out in theaters.
The first one?
Yeah.
Did they both get theatrical releases or no?
I don't remember.
I feel like there was. I thought the other one was Dominion, right?
Skarsgård, I think, was in that
there
one,
was,
right?
Dominion. Didn't they call it Dominion?
Let me see when the 5th one came out.
Which Dominion's a cool title.
Dominion's the 5th one.
No, Dominion's the other version of that movie.
Prequel, yeah.
But beginning.
It goes the beginning, then Dominion is the prequel to beginning, right?
Yeah, but no. Dominion, I'm pretty sure, is the the recut of beginning, and they retitled it.
And they put it in theaters too?
It might have been. That part I'm not sure about. But no, I'm pretty sure I'm right on this.
I saw the one in 2004.
Yeah, but then Dominion is just a recut. Like they recut it from that movie as a completely different film, but
that's fucking weird.
It's a recut, and they called it Dominion.
Okay.
But it's like a recut. And who directed that? Didn't somebody of note direct that? Who was that? There's somebody of note.
The Dominion one or the other one?
It was fucking same people. I'm telling you, they recut
it. Rennie Harlan did.
Rennie Harlan.
Beginning.
Yeah. And Dominion?
Dominion was.
Why wouldn't it be Rennie Harlan?
Paul Schrader.
Oh, Paul Schrader. He directed it or wrote it?
Yeah, he directed it.
He did.
He did the Dominion prequel to The Exorcist.
So you had some players behind this shit.
Yeah.
People, I never saw them. I never watched them. Look, Sean too, hate to say it, but to me, 3's better than 1. I knew it. I was trying to like fucking snuff you guys out. I think 3 is I'm not going to fight anybody if they like 3 just as much or better, but I love this one. You just can't mess with it, but 3's awesome. 3's really good. And
I think 3 is better pacing than this one, but I mean, this one, I think is a better film. Even though I love 3, but yeah, there's something about
Brad Dourif is fantastic in that film, and it's got like one of the greatest jump scares of all time. That scissor thing behind that nurse or whatever. It's just like, what the hell is that? Here's a question: what is the better George C. Scott film? That or Changeling? Different pacing. Changeling is Changeling might be the slowest fucking burn movie of all time to me. Horror movie. It's very slow, and it's all story, all atmosphere.
That is a great question. God, I got to think about that for a second. Did I like George C. Scott? I probably liked him better in Exorcist 3, but Changeling's a better movie.
I love George C. Scott in The Changeling because he just can't be fucking phased. Yeah. I love the fact that this guy's not scared of shit. And he's just like super stoic the whole movie. All this creepy shit's going on, and I love that about him, dude. He's like a man's man, greatest generation, and guy just lost his kid and wife in a car wreck. It's like I don't give a shit anymore. I just like the way he acts in that movie. Yeah, that's right. 7 before 7. So before Kevin Spacey, we had Brad Dourif. Yeah, I feel like the only one you should go back to is just the third one, Robert.
Yeah, the third one's excellent, man.
That's all you need. Talk about one of the greatest horror like franchise comebacks, and then they quickly lost it again, But at least they got 2. Alpha, did Sean beat out Cemetery Man? Oh, on his
Shaun the Dead.
On his
bracket challenge, yeah, horror zombie bracket challenge.
Yeah, it's not close. Satan. Oh, Satan. Okay. I'm more of a Blatty fan than a Friedkin fan. That's what it sounds like. On my first and only watch, The Changeling, I thought it was kind of boring. Look, I can understand that because it's
for everybody.
It's extremely slow. You have to. It definitely wouldn't be for the modern generation that can't not look at their phone during
Yeah.
a sit down.
You could say the same thing about this. You could say the same thing about Rosemary's Baby. I mean, there's so many movies like that.
Oh, I feel The Changeling is even more test than this. Absolutely. The Changeling, I'd say slower than this.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's even a test for me because we're all guilty of it. Like, I mean, we're all guilty if we've got a phone, right? And then I'm guilty of it. Like if I'm watching, my wife's making me watch Mormon Wives or whatever. Yeah, I'm guilty of like whatever every now and again. So it's a good practice to watch a movie like that and put your phone out of reach and test yourself. And it kind of cleanses you because it's also why I like foreign films and I like subtitles because they make you pay attention better. You can't look at your phone watching a fucking foreign film.
You're that or make some popcorn so you're not even thinking about it. Yeah.
But I'm saying like you literally can't. If you're watching off subtitles, you have to be super engaged. And I love that. So I thought The Changeling was a boring movie. I like that. That went from 1 to 10 fast, Robert. On my first and only watch of The Changeling, I thought it was kind of boring. And then no, fuck that. I thought it was boring. Let's see. Was that your number one pick, Cemetery Man? Changeling's a great slow burn. Fantastic character study. Great twist. It's all story and atmosphere, man. And I think it's a great story too. Alpha says, I like Cemetery Man, but I rewatched Shaun last night and it's just perfect. Shaun of the Dead is a perfect film.
Yeah. I would take Shaun over Cemetery.
And I can't believe Shaun of the Dead came out 22 years ago. It's absolute insanity. And it might be, I can't think of it's retro now, 22 years. That's fucking retro. That's insane. Back when we were in high school 22 years ago would have been like the early 80s, man. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
But even when it came out and it was new, within a year of it coming out, I'm like, this movie's special. Like you knew this movie was going to go down as like a movie that, because it was so quotable. It was so easy to watch. Every scene was memorable. You just knew. And I think
I remember seeing it opening night, and I don't think it was very crowded. So was it that big of a hit here in the States?
I don't know about the theatrical run, but it had, by the time it came out on home video, dude, it just had so much buzz and people talking about it.
Gotcha.
Maybe it was a little bit slower and stuff like that. And it probably didn't have a super wide release, to be honest with you. Focus Features at the time was just kind of getting started.
That's
and,
true.
And it's relatively indie and, that was their first, they came from Spaced in the UK at that UK show, sitcom or whatever. And, I think it was their first movie out here, so it probably didn't have a lot of screens, but it word of mouth, man. Shaun of the Dead is the best. I agree. I might watch Shaun of the Dead this weekend, dude. I love that movie. And I hate it because I think I tried to get my wife to watch it, and either she didn't really give it a chance or she just checked out of it. But I'm like, I'm gonna make her. I'm gonna like fucking do the fucking Malcolm McDowell glasses eyes on her, and like, you have to watch this. And like, I didn't know I loved British humor as much as I did before I saw that. I like it,
I love Bean, man.
Well, it's not real true British humor. Bean is British humor.
Yeah.
Changeling is really good. Yeah, I love it, man. Return of Living Dead or Shaun of the Dead. What would y'all pick? Shaun of the Dead. I'm telling you, man.
I would take Shaun of the Dead as well.
I'm telling you, it's Dawn of the Dead and Shaun of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead and Shaun of the Dead, I think, are like, for me. And it's funny because it's a comedy, but it's that good.
I would take Zombie over Shaun of the Dead, but that's
I think I was telling you a couple weeks ago, I saw Zombie a little too late for me to say Zombie is over Shaun of the Dead, whereas I've been watching Shaun of the Dead for 22 years.
Yeah.
So I could watch Shaun of the Dead more than a movie like Zombie because it's a comedy. It's got that comedy factor. It's got that like 85-minute quick burn, super fast paced. Comedies are fast paced. They're like action movies. And horror movies aren't necessarily fast paced. Comedy's all about, we got to get zinger, one-liner. It's always moving. There's something about it, I ran it under a cold tap. I love it, dude. It's one that grew on home video. Yeah. Monty Python is GOAT. I've never seen Monty Python, believe it or not, ever.
Wow.
Robert would pick Shaun over Return too. Humphrey Bogart at Good Loomis. What the fuck? Left field. Would Humphrey Bogart be a good Dr. Loomis? I don't fucking know. I think the good Dr. Loomis is Donald Pleasance.
Yeah, Pleasance is man.
And I think I don't know if people were appalled by it or not, but the guy that when they did the reenactment in Halloween Kills with that other guy, remember they showed like extended stuff from
the CGI Dr. Loomis.
Was he CGI? I thought he was an actor.
No, he's CGI, I thought, wasn't he?
I thought the guy to look alike.
Or AI or whatever.
No, it wasn't AI then. No, let me see. Was Dr. Loomis CGI in Halloween Kills? I thought they got an actor.
He looked like shit, I thought.
Oh, I thought he looked pretty good. Yeah, he's not. No, Dr. Loomis was not CGI. That's why I kind of liked it. He was brought back and played in the flashback by a real actor, Tom Jones. And he was the film's construction foreman. I guess he just he wore prosthetic makeup and hair pieces to kind of achieve the effect, which I kind of appreciated, dude. I mean, like at least it wasn't CGI. You know, it was well done. Whatever, dude. I'm not gonna defend
Mother Jones.
I'm not gonna defend Halloween Kills in front of you again.
You would. Movie shitty.
Favorite Mike Lee movie.
Mike Lee. Who's Mike Lee?
Yeah, I don't know who Mike Lee is. I know Ugly from Salute Your Shorts. Yeah, look up Mike Lee. So long as Shirley Temple can play Reagan. They come back from the dead. Bogart is 40 and wants to be Loomis. Yeah, who's Mike Lee? We'll answer that. And we'll kind of
I haven't seen any of these films. Naked, Happy Go Lucky, Secret and Lies. Vera Drake. I haven't seen any of these films.
Well, anyway, guys, I think we're gonna call it. You know, we've been going for over 3 hours. I do want to say next week we're gonna be doing our second morgue Friday night at the morgue, and we're gonna be doing the most recent issue that talks about the film Undertones. So we're gonna kind of give our review of that. We're gonna go through the mag. And Alpha's going to be on for that, of course. Alpha Romero. Don't forget to always go and follow his channel if you haven't already. And the episode following that, we're going to pick a retro archived issue as well. But had a great time. Had an awesome time on that last one.
Mm-hmm.
I doing the Fango Friday and this stuff. I don't think I have a greater time doing anything else.
Yeah, I agree.
It's so much fun, and it's so organic and random, and stories come out of nowhere. So
and on Wednesday, Crypt Night is coming back for Wednesday. So we're gonna do season 2, episode 3 and 4. So Wednesday, come back. We're gonna do more since people liked that last week. I was like, just throw it on there again. Let's do another one.
All right. So thank you guys. And if you guys are happen to be new to the channel, if you're silently watching, we don't bite. You can say hello sometime. But hope you like the stream and hope you guys are subscribed to the channel. And, you know, we have a free Discord that we got it linked as well. Join the Discord, man. Chat us up in there. You know, we always answer in the Discord. At least I do. Todd's kind of shitty about it. But he needs to be better. I remember when he's like, I'm changing ways. I'm back in there.
Dude, I'm taking care of all this other social media shit. It's just like hard to get into the Discord just because I'm doing everything else. So, you know, sorry.
Well, I'm in there. And others are in there.
Just at me in there, and then I'll see it.
Add everybody, Adam, dude. That'd be funny. Everybody, Adam. But that's all we got, guys. Thank you so much. We'll catch you later. Bye. Happy Friday.
Big thanks to the Revival House family. Your loyalty fuels our obsession with horror and lets us uncover the darkest, most twisted gems just for you. If you're not a member yet, consider joining the cult today. You'll get early access to videos, exclusive content, and behind-the-scenes scares you won't find anywhere else. Until next time, this is Revival House, your home for horror, and remember, we'll leave the house lights off for you.